Well, I usually let it go for the first 15 minutes so that I can avoid the demonetization. But I think in light of starting so fucking late, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get started for you guys. And by get started, I mean ask you guys what you guys want to go over today. Anything interesting happen? Let's see here. Oh, hello. I need to move that, don't I? Let's move that over there. Man, guys, it has been... Oh, yeah, also, because of the massive gaping hole that they put in my wall earlier today, I decided, you know what? I had to move all of my shit. There are problems in the poppycule again. Oh, man, this is a great stream for that because I want to save, like, real political topics until I'm, you know, not having a fucking dog shit fucking day. I need a fucking second, guys. Jesus Christ. Like, okay, so in the span of 2 weeks, not even a week and a half, I go to the hospital twice for 4 days total. A tornado hits in Houston so bad that it knocks out power for half of the fucking city. I don't even know if my parents at the time, like, are alive because the tornado goes, like, right around, or at least there was supposed to be a tornado where they were, right? Then we find out we have termites so bad that they won't even fix a leak that's happening in our roof because of the termites. So the guys come by today and they rip a hole straight through. Nothing. No wall leading to the outside. We could have put a door there if we wanted to, if it didn't lead straight off a 3-story fucking drop. So they didn't even put insulation back in. All right, like, I don't know if this will even capture it over there or if it's just gonna be a blank spot. It's kind of just a blank spot, isn't it? Well, that's all plastic and blankets. That's all plastic and blankets to keep the Houston heat out. So I'm sitting up here in a semi air conditioned room that is incredibly fucking humid. So if I look sweaty, that's why. Oh shit, you know what? I didn't put my globe for my globalist cat boy army with the cat ears. Let me put that back over here. Where's a good place for that? Let's see here. Right here? Can you even see that? Yeah, look at that. Ugh. I sprained my ankle and my foot's swollen as fuck, and then I caught COVID and have been sick for the last 2 weeks. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, this is the worst, like, medical issue I've ever had. I mean, I had to have, like, emergency surgery, but, or lose my kidney, so those were my options, right? Wait, why is the overlay hidden? There we go. Oh, that's why I had that like that. Now I understand. Here, we'll move it like that a little bit. Anyways, this is like the worst medical shit that I've ever had, but the worst sick I've ever been was COVID, like, hands down. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think that I could handle being that sick ever again. That was actually, like, the fucking worst. But here's kind of the plan for today. We'll go over some stuff that I would normally go over. At least that's the plan right now. Go over some stuff that I would normally go over. Politics. I mean, Iran's leader died, so that's something. There is slur discourse again, which everybody knows that another white guy giving his opinion on why slurs are, you know, why slurs are sometimes acceptable and sometimes not. I'm sure everyone wants to hear that. No one told me you debated the Holodomor. Was that before your time here? Wait, when did I'm sure that I didn't post it on mine. Is Wick TV. Love me some tactical slurs. See, if it's not tactical, then it's absolutely unacceptable. Oh, but something I wanted to show you. So I'm experimenting because I had to move literally everything in my goddamn stream room like forward 6 feet, and then I had to move it back 6 feet again. I put up my it's not the cyclorama, because that's like the pure white sheet that you can cast different lights on. I thought it might look slightly more professional if I put a black... It's not a sheet. It's like an actual professional thing, but, you know. And it's like a complete fucking blackout. Like, I'm actually impressed with how much of a blackout that thing gives you. You can't even see the lights that are shining back there. It's like a backdrop, but there's like a... I used to be a theater major, dude. I can't believe I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it's a black backdrop. September 23rd of 23. Damn, when did you start editing for me? Yeah, I don't even know how I did in this, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. 1 second here. Oh wait, hold on. I'm getting super distracted. Hold on. But should we keep the black backdrop, or did y'all like it better previously when it was like, you know, there was, you know, the white or the blue colored, red colored lights in the background? Because I don't even know if those will show up on this. I mean, we could test it right now because I downloaded something that can change the oh yeah, no, you can't see the lights on that at all. You can kind of see it if it's white light. Black is fine. Yeah, I mean, I think that looks like slightly more professional, maybe with like the just white light back there, you know, because I am approaching 30. Maybe I should try to, you know, not have the Zoomer gamer lights, even though I like the gamer lights. Looks horrible. Hey, you know what? If Little Bit says it's horrible, then I know I got to stick with it, okay? You know what? Actually, one of the reasons why I was thinking about... there's this... when me and my girlfriend are, you know, we've had a long day of work, hard day of work. We're just vegging out at this point. No thoughts, okay? There's this one, like, interior designer guy that he's like the most... what's the word? He's like sassy doesn't do it justice, okay? He's like the most brutal while like he's so brutal, but he delivers it in such a sweet way, right? Just like this gay guy that is a interior designer. And my girlfriend likes it because of the interior design advice. I like it because he sits there and he's like, listen, I mean, I know that sometimes you want to have a really big sofa, but, you know, you're wrong on this one. If you don't have the space, just something about the way he does it. There's something about gay men and the way that they fuck with people. You know, when they're insulting someone and they're doing it like, you know, out of feigned kindness, right? Out of feigned concern. There's something about that that's just so fucking funny to me. October 22nd, 23 is your first video. And you're working on the video now, so we'll find out when I post it to the channel. What do you mean working on what video? Ooh, fat people cringe. We love that here. 1 second. Corn guy being a weird pick-me cuck again. Uh-oh. And not to Layman. I love Layman. I was his first person that he talked to on Twitch that I know of. Oh, you're gonna post the Holodomor video? Listen, hey, I don't know if I did good in this debate, dude. I remember there were several times where he said something that just absolutely fucking baffled me. Like, I can't believe that he's going to make me fight on this point. You know? Like, I vaguely remember him saying some shit like, or challenge me on the idea that Stalin was killing people or sending people to gulags. And I'm like, you know what? I did specific research on the Holodomor. I don't think that I looked into the intricacies of the gulag system, but I think that we can all kind of agree that Stalin was probably sending people to gulags. Like, Jesus Christ. You need to get a lens with a shallow depth of field. What does that mean? Shallow depth of field photography. A small area or part of the image in focus where things away from the main subject become blurry. This lens can do that, but the problem is that I simply don't know how to use it. Yeah. If I go here, you'll see that if you look really closely, I'm pretty sure if you look really closely, you'll see it kind of like bouncing up and down, like focusing and refocusing and refocusing and refocusing, because I don't know how to correctly format my camera. That's the only issue. Set the f-stop to the lowest value. I'm going to put that in a note. I'm going to put that in a note so that I can fuck with that later. Oh, you know what else? Here's a quick question before we actually, like, keep going. Hello? Open note. So I had my final for my communications class because I didn't do all of my basic classes until this semester. So now I'm on the home stretch of getting my degree. I did for my last, make sure I didn't write anything doxable on this. I did a speech for this class where I had to video it. I had to, all of that shit. And it was about why you should vote. Why you should vote. No, I didn't flunk, okay? It was really, probably my best semester of college to date. In 10 years of college, through all of my different majors, probably the best average GPA I've ever gotten. But I did this speech that was about why you should vote. And I was thinking about doing it as a pre-recorded video to post to the channel, but I've never done a pre-recorded video to post to the channel before. So you got a D then? I got a D in my English class, yes, because I hate writing papers. But for the other classes, I got 2 A's and a B. Got 2 A's and a B. Pretty good. If you failed at the debate, then we can laugh at you. Remember, you don't have enough haters, so I fill that role to till someone else steps up. Based. But yeah, if I do some pre-recorded video, I need some like feedback on whether people would actually be interested in that sort of thing on the like in the Discord or something. Let's see here. English? Yeah, no, I hate writing papers. That is the bane of my fucking existence. D in English is insane. It would have been a B, but here's my fucking problem. This bitch did not give us a single. She didn't give us any direction. There were like, I would screenshot the instructions for each paper because the only grades were the papers. And I would screenshot the instructions to people, right? And they would be just as fucking confused as I was. There's like literally nothing to go off here. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Ironically, the one that I bullshitted on the most, the only paper that I got a above a C on was one about Machiavelli. We had to read The Prince by Machiavelli. And bro, I swear to fucking God, I annotated the fuck out of the couple of chapters that we had to go over. I annotated the fuck out of it. I took my fucking Vyvanse. I re-upped on it 4 hours later, just fucking like double dosing that shit. You shouldn't do that ever, ever. I just forgot that I took my medicine because I was focusing so bad. So don't ever take your medicine twice. It's a bad thing, and I'm not advocating for it. But bro, I was locked in on that shit, dude. Okay. Locked in. Why using tactical slurs as a white person is okay? Hey, you know what? Base. You know what? Maybe I will do that. All right. Let's see. Let's actually do some content really quick. By the way, really quick, if you haven't already, please like this stream if you're on YouTube or if you're watching on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out what the height of my fucking camera should be because I am a sloucher. There we go. Let's see here. So the Corn Man, I'm pretty sure over the course of me streaming, there have been like 4 opportunities for us to debate. And I think literally every single time he like backed out. Like actually fucking insane. Cause isn't this one of the guys that made his career off of dunking on, you know, rhydoid chuds? I thought you died from the tornado. No, but some people fucking did. So it wasn't nothing. That was some crazy shit. Might look good on your resume, make B-roll, or if you could send me graphs. DM me whatever you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Sorry, playing Death Must Die because of me? Hey, yeah, that's right. I'm the autism spreader. Sorry, off topic, but mainly on Twitter or recorded stream clips? What do you mean by that? Oh, sort of, but mainly on Twitter or recorded stream clips? But in regards to what? Okay, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I am getting super stun locked. Oh, Jake, is it a bait guy? Oh, I gotcha. I didn't realize that he like did. He probably does like the, and no shade to Shark. Yes, shade to Vosh. No shade to Shark because I like Shark as a person. But like the Shark 300 Vosh kind of style of streamer news coverage, right? Like I tried to do that for a little while where it's like, okay, I'm going to have, you know, 5 listed segments today. If someone wants to debate me, maybe I'll drag them in. I'll get an extra segment out of that. But like, here are 5 dedicated segments that I'm going to put out and give my take on. It'll all be live. I don't have a script, but you know, I guess that's what his content is. Let's see here. Uh-oh. My nicotine ran out. Sexual abuse is 93.6% men, 57.5% white, 16.1% black, 74.6% of pedophiles white. You acknowledge that this is underreported as well. Is this like a whole fucking thread that we have to go through? What is the, I just want to see what the, I just wanted to see what the original topic was. Jesus Christ. Oh, or the one about white men committing more crimes than any other group per capita. Feel free to correct me with the stats here. Oh shit, is fucking Jake retarded? I'm so sorry. But like actually though? Because this is the total. This is the total. This isn't per capita. Committing more crimes than any other group per capita. That's not true. Oh, of course, the fucking pictures are the fucking tiniest thing. Open image, new tab. Because this isn't per capita, right? Like I feel like maybe after a long day of working in the mines like I have been today, or taping up fucking 15 layers of fucking plastic, maybe I'm having a stroke. But isn't per capita like the percentage of those people compared to the percentage of these people, like the totality of like one group, take the percentage of that's the per capita? Let's see here. He just doesn't understand. Because the per capita, or like adjusted for the race, but this isn't adjusting for anything. This is just like the whole number of everything. Fuck. I don't understand how you can like get as far as this guy did. Like how many subscribers does this loser have on Twitch? And does he have a YouTube? He must have a YouTube. Oh my god, he's live now. Jesus Christ. No, does he not have a YouTube account? Or did he get banned off of it recently? His YouTube isn't a fair stat. Fuck, what is it? Wait, fuck. Actual Jake. That's right. I was like, wait, what the fuck is his name? I mean, fuck. He has 28,000 fucking subscribers on YouTube. How many does he have on Twitch? His main platform that he doesn't... Why does he stream to Twitch with fewer total followers on Twitch when he has a YouTube account that has 10,000 more people that would get that stream in their YouTube recommendeds? What the fuck? His YouTube might be kind of dead. I mean, let's go to the videos and look at the... No, it's not. I mean, I'm not like deeply familiar with what the average amount of views should be for how many subscribers you have. I'm not intimately familiar with those, what the average should be. But like, I mean, 4 days ago, 3.6 thousand views, and he has less than 30K subscribers. So I wouldn't expect to see more than 8.8, 5.1, 6K. Like he has an audience on YouTube that is willing to watch his videos. Why wouldn't you dual stream? Why wouldn't you? I'm sorry, that's just a stupid like business decision. Jesus. His algorithm stuff must be really messed up if the name change and content change. Oh yeah, that's right. That motherfucker split up with his content partner, right? Abby Blackbird, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Wouldn't for your own sake. Don't do it. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to like decide if I'm going to get high now or if I'm going to get high later on in the stream. I want to know, I want to figure out if I want to have like at least part of my brain functional for part of this. All right, let's see here. We've got fat people stuff right here. Let's see what Layman said to Jake. This is in line with the general population of both racial groups. Per capita, these stats are meaningless and tell us nothing about said racial groups. Not you carrying water for racists again? What the fuck are you talking about? It feels like there are so many of these motherfuckers that got big on Twitch, you know. But it's like they're literally just reacting to stimuli. They don't have any further thought process. They have no, you know, cognition actually happening. It's like they're literally just the moral equivalent of a fucking jellyfish, where you touch a jellyfish and the nervous system lashes out and it stings something, right? And the lefty version of that is like someone responds to them, they're like, ah, you're a racist. Bro, it's like, what the fuck? Talk about yourself like that? Oh, I thought you were talking about fucking Daddy Jake here. All right. Listen, I'm flattered. All right. I am taken, but I am flattered. But listen, I thought you were talking about hashtag would this guy? I've heard of some problematic faves before, but. Well, I appreciate it, Abby. Well, you know what? I'll take a hit just for that. I had no idea what you were talking about, TVH. Listen, that's kind of the whole theme of this channel, all right? It's just himbo hours, day in, day out. Oh, man, we got to start content. I actually have to do something on stream or I'm going to lose subscriber. Okay, let's look at fat people.
The amount of time we would save. If everybody on Earth just listened to Maintenance Phase.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Maintenance Phase.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is this one of the ones that died for being a fat content creator? I've seen people posting pictures of the characters, but we'll look at that here in a second. What is the wait, someone link me I think it was Blair White that had like a clip on Twitter or something, or maybe she posted it on her YouTube. But like it was a bunch of fat activists that all died because of their fat activism. Am I gonna have to look up Blair White? Wait, Abby, do you do content? The only reason I know you is because of I've seen you on Twitter, and I think I've seen you on Twitter, and I've seen you in Spicy Chat. Yes, Ding Dong? Well, fuck me. And listen, I'm super disconnected from literally everything in the streaming world right now, all right? It's been a rough one. You think she made it a short? Let's go to her shorts. It's probably one of the bigger ones, yeah. Let's just look up fat.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I've got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Jesus
Join me on my Fat
Christ,
Positive
bro.
radio show.
Which didn't last long because she died.
Good God. So this is not one of the ones that kicked the bucket. Jack called it Sondsol spends his time in Spicy Chat. I spend like a little bit of time in Spicy Chat because they talk about like normal shit. You guys, my Discord, you guys just fucking argue all day. Like literally, I don't think that I've seen you guys have a chill, fun conversation in at least 6 months. It's literally just fucking like pure combat 100% of the time. Press the Resi short. I don't know if I'm having a fucking stroke or if the one hit has really sent me that much. I feel like I don't understand half of the fucking things that you guys are saying in chat right now. Abby did the salute on stream last night. Please tell me it wasn't the... Oh shit, just shoot me the link on Discord. Spicy Chat talks about normal shit. Yeah, we talked about fucking From Software games earlier today. Like normal fucking people. Now, sometimes they're like incredibly fucking vitriolic. Granted, even to me, all right? But all right, let's watch this.
The podcast that is morbidly too long. The podcast that won't charge you extra if you're fat or disabled to have a job.
Imagine one day you get into an argument.
Imagine one day you sit down on the couch and the fucking the fucking earth-shattering fucking waves picking up on the Richter scale knock over your fucking camera. Jesus Christ. While you're sitting down for your fucking fat podcast. Jesus.
With one of your plus size friends because they want you to acknowledge how much harder life is for them because they are fat and you are not. And then the next thing you know, your friend has built an entire career and brand off of this argument. This is the actual story of your fat.
Hold on. Imagine the spring in the couch impales you and gives you a second asshole. I have sat down on a couch and the spring fucking poked me. All right. You don't have to be fat for that. That was at my fucking thinnest. Okay. In my adult life. All right. Sometimes couches just fucking suck, all right? I'm on my phone. This is way too complicated. Okay. This is what we'll do. Abby Blackbird. Uh-oh, expose 6 months or 5 months ago. Resi. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, shit.
It doesn't bring me any joy to
go fuck yourself, Kilo. Whoa. Fuck yourself, Key. I could tell you that you're fucking wrong. You smell.
Is he doing fucking For the Longest Time by Billy Joel?
Like you don't enjoy a song. You don't know how to sing. That's why you don't like my thing, because you're jealous, you little bitch boy. I think you need to chill the fuck out. It's not.
It's going on too long. He really commits to the bit. That's one thing I can respect about Resi, all right? One thing I can respect about Resi, he will commit to a bit. Listen, listen. Billy Joel is always on my head, all right? Billy Joel is always on a loop in my head constantly, all right? I wish that I had, I was supposed to get my piano stand back from my bandmate, but the way I taught myself how to play piano when I was like in middle school and high school was, I can't read music for shit. I mean, I can like kind of like sit there and pick out notes, which also sucks as like a former music major, not being able to read music. But I just sat down and I listened to fucking Billy Joel songs and Elton John songs note by fucking note until I could figure out how to play it. I did look up the blues scale on the piano, and then everything after that is all just like ear training and slamming on the keyboard where it sounds good. The guy that made an expose plays with figurines and looks and talks like flamenco. Do with that what you will. I don't want anything to do with flamenco, okay? Sondsol plays the triangle. Do not make me hook up the guitar. All right. This is a late stream. There are no rules. All right. I will sit here for an hour and fucking, pick at the guitar shittily until all of my viewers are gone. Don't fucking tempt me. All right.
Friend.
I'm Aubrey Gordon.
Aubrey Gordon is basically a fat acceptance celebrity. She is a best-selling author, blogger, and a podcaster. But if you listen to people talk about her, you would get the impression that she is also part God.
You're fat.
I feel like this is one of the people that Antenna Cactus has linked us before, and she just talks so fucking slow. I feel like this is like okay, incoming sexist moment, okay? I feel like this is like a woman, like YouTuber content creator thing where they just like feel this intense need to talk really slowly and really softly throughout the entire video. Like every single fucking like female content creator that I watch or have watched usually has like this very slow, calm, and like demure fucking cadence.
Friend, Aubrey Gordon.
Don't watch my content last night. Oh, you know what? Now, hey, guess what? We have a wait, why the fuck is it not letting me? Guess what, guys? We have a new roast victim.
I want to thank you, Aubrey. You are my hero. I just adore you. If you don't know her, go look her up immediately.
So if you don't know who Aubrey Gordon is, she's awesome.
I love Aubrey Gordon.
She has written 2 books so far. I have not read them, but some people...
And you just need to lose weight and 19 other myths about fat people. Yeah, not only do you need to lose weight, you need to radically readjust your lifestyle so that you have a healthy body that will carry you past the age of 45. You need probably stable relationships that will hold you accountable so that you don't regain all of the fucking weight. I can think of a couple of things that are myths about fat people that you could just like go it alone and lose all that weight and just never gain it back. Jesus Christ. I've been begging men to be mean to me for weeks. Oh, you know what? You're giving me license to do so much right now. What we don't talk about when we talk about fat.
People think that they should be considered reference material for our healthcare workers.
You're in the healthcare industry, you should definitely check this out. Because did y'all know, in 1998, they changed the BMI index? Like, in 1997, what was once a healthy weight in 1998 became considered overweight or even obese. That's just...
Has human biology changed since 1998 in a way that I'm not aware of? Or have we suddenly, like, evolved due to our fat fuck habits of eating fucking McDonald's every single fucking day on our way to work, like stopping at McDonald's for fucking, the Big Mac breakfast fucking supreme with the fucking pancakes with fucking syrup in them for buns, and then you stop by fucking Starbucks, you don't even get a coffee, you get the like fucking 3,000 calorie fucking frappuccino. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Like, unless we evolved radically since 3 years after I was born, I think that the BMI remaining the same is probably fine.
Bonkers.
If you are already getting the usual fat acceptance vibes, you are correct. Aubrey's work looks like all the usual FA TikTok we watched together on this channel, and I'm pretty sure her book title...
Same voice?
I'm just a regular Haley. My hat's in the dumpster.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. Like, there's this one... Hello? Like, this is someone that we'll watch when we're, like, eating dinner, right? And she's, like, the upper... Or, like, the... She's right on the edge of doing it, right? Like,
hey
she
guys,
doesn't
today we're talking.
She doesn't do it like too much, but like she does it a little bit.
Crying. You made your mom. It was a past career geared towards younger audiences and be the turning point that lets us know this isn't for kids anymore. She's not a good, sweet girl. In fact, you might.
Good editing too. Okay, let's keep going.
You just need to lose weight, and 19 other myths about fat people is not.
Oh yeah. Also, who is they? The fucking like. Actually, I have no idea who would be in charge of that. BMI. National Institutes of Health, the NIH. That's who does it. Wait, I wanted to see like a graph. I wanted to see some shit like this. Let's see here. Underweight 18.5, normal 18.5 to 24.9. I think that because of the surgery, when they weighed me at the hospital, and also because those motherfuckers didn't feed me when I was at the hospital, I lost like fucking I think I wasn't allowed to drink water and I wasn't allowed to eat. So I think I lost like 3 pounds total, like probably mostly water weight, but like Jesus Christ, I wasn't able to drink until after the surgery. So I was there for what, like a day and a half with just like the bare minimum amount of fucking water. So that dropped me down from like the edge of overweight to nicely underweight. You didn't pay for food? That's extra service? No, see, like after the surgery, they were super nice, dude. After the surgery, they brought me fucking like Salisbury steak and shit with fucking mashed potatoes. They brought me all sorts of shit afterwards. But before that, I had one turkey sandwich, which was one thinly shaved piece of turkey breast on 2 pieces of fucking white bread that had been smushed into fucking oblivion, right? So it was basically like a cracker and a cracker, but they were wet with one thinly sliced fucking piece of turkey breast. That was what I had for a day and a half while I was at the hospital. And I was getting mad. No water, no food, no painkillers, with a fucking peanut-sized kidney stone. Jesus, fuck my life.
Not going to be the text that unravels all of the medical training by our healthcare professionals. Our main focus for today is going to be her podcast, Maintenance Phase, which she co-hosts with Michael Hawk.
Hi, everybody, and
Hospital
welcome to
grade
Maintenance
soggy
Phase, the
biscuit,
podcast
true.
that's just concerned about your health. Oh my God.
It's a joke because they're not really concerned at all. Health and wellness debunks are the main focus on Maintenance Phase, and I am using the word debunk really loosely right now. I cannot understand how they established themselves as being some kind of scientific authorities, but the fact that they have
no clout in the medical world. They have nothing that would make them sign. Like, everybody knows that it's a cope. It's fat people all sitting around trying to find people that will indulge. I'm sorry, like my biggest open bigotry is like obese people. All right, I'll be super open and honest with that. My biggest fucking trigger is when there are people that are sitting there like trying to woke scold you over like the most basic of all fucking biological facts. That if you eat like a fucking tub of lard and you have a fucking tub of lard in each of your fucking arteries, like, yeah, you're going to fucking die, and you're going to die early, and it's going to be slow, and it's going to be fucking incredibly painful, both for you and everyone around you. All right, I have no personal stake in this. I don't know anyone that's died of fucking, fat related illnesses, but you know what? It fucking sucks to see other people like on their deathbed fucking crying like, hey, listen, I bought into the fucking fat acceptance hype, and it's not real. This fucking killed me, and it's going to kill you too. Like, what did I watch the Blair White like full video on this at some point? I must have, because I feel like the only place I would have.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I
Pause.
say.
She died.
Pause. Hold on. Where is the video of? Because I feel like it was the Blair White video. No? Damn, whose fucking fat acceptance video did I watch where there was this like incredibly long sequence of someone? Let me see here. Check your history, but we'll see. Here's the thing: I don't even know if I watched it on like this Sondsol account or if me and my girlfriend watched it together in some other capacity. You know what? It wasn't the Blair White video because it was referencing the Blair White video. It was some random, like, huge commentary channel that I had never heard of. Like, not part of the commentary community, but, like, does commentary on stuff. All right.
Furthers my belief that anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
This podcast also gets spoken about like it is a gift straight from the heavens.
What is maintenance phase? I am so sorry for those of you who have not experienced the holiness.
This podcast is everything to me. It is elite.
Jesus Christ, dude. Bro. When God fucking went into the character creator, he fucking set the slider for the eyes up far apart, like all the way up to 100, dude. She can read both fucking pages of a book at the same fucking time, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy fuck. It's like the combination of like the fucking super wide eyes and then the fucking like 1.5 centimeter long nose with the fucking 3-inch long philtrum. Jesus Christ, dude. Sorry. When I smoke weed, I want to make this like super clear for everybody. When I smoke weed, I say really mean shit about people. So just fair warning. That's my personality while high. I don't know why. I say things that are out of pocket to people. She has a 360-degree view. Bro, dude, I swear to God, she can look 2 people in the eye at once. Jesus.
Up tier. There is not one bad episode.
Listen to Maintenance Phase, the podcast. It's so good. It's so good.
Listen to this podcast. It is excellent.
You know what also fucking like bothers the absolute shit out of me? People who aren't like super fucking fat, like not like you're not even like delusional to like cope about your own fucking life. You're like sitting here listening to someone give shitty health advice to people and then telling other people to go follow that advice. I don't fucking get like thin people who are going to woke scold about fat issues like that. Like, think about all the fucking lefties, because these people are all going to be like fucking social. I swear to God, they're all fucking socialists. They're all fucking, like fat people don't have white privilege type people, I bet. What do you want to bet? Like all of the misinformation, all of the shitty health advice that came around during COVID, right? Where people were telling you to inject fucking like hydroxychloroquine and then people were putting like fucking fish cleaner in their fucking veins. Fucking people were injecting bleach because Trump said so. Like, think of the TikToks that these people were putting out at that time. All right. Super fucking mad. How can we allow this medical misinfo, right? Thin privilege, you mean? Oh, yeah. Thin privilege, fat people would be oppressed, et cetera, et cetera. I just don't understand it.
Maintenance Phase, the podcast. It's so good. It's so good.
Listen to this podcast. It is excellent. About diet culture and science and real facts behind all this stuff. The garbage that we've been told. You don't have to be fat to appreciate this podcast.
The amount of time we would save.
I don't forget UV light, how to apply it internally is up to you. I really genuinely wonder if there was some fucking crazy nutter, right? Like in the middle of fucking Utah or some shit, like super Trump country, who had a UV light bulb on the end of a fucking wire and then like fucking wrapped it in plastic or something to protect themselves from electric shock and like fucking full ass swallowed something and then like fed it down into their stomach. I wonder if there was like at least one, just like law of large numbers. I don't think that like most people would try to do that, but I feel like law of large numbers, there's got to be one schizo out there,
Or just very powerful light. And I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that.
I don't know why I didn't think about the other end. Yeah, UV butt plugs. I mean, honestly, that might be like a legitimate thing that someone like has done. Put some gamer lights up their ass Maybe I just have some residual trauma about things going into places that I don't want them to go. Medical devices going into places I don't want them to go. Maybe I just have trauma from that, blocking it out.
Too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me. So we'll see. But the whole concept.
He just speaks. He just speaks. He doesn't think before he does. He just says words. Like, if I didn't care about politics, guys, if I didn't care about the state of the country, if it wasn't like the one thing that I know a lot about, bro, I would be a Trump supporter. All right, like as a content creator, bro, that's 4 fucking years of free content. If I don't give a fuck about the state of the world, dude, I could grift off of that shit for 4 more years. Jesus.
If everybody on Earth just listened to maintenance phase.
All over social media, you will see comments like, I live and breathe maintenance phase. Words cannot express how much I love this podcast. It feels illegal that it is not forced listening for the entire population.
But truly, I'm not being like over dramatic when I say that almost every single
This is the same bitch, right? Sorry, I shouldn't call women bitches. That's misogynist. Like, that's bad. Wait, where the fuck was she? It is the same girl, right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be the same girl, right? I am face blind. I admit.
For the entire population.
But truly, I'm not being like over dramatic when I say that almost every single episode has changed me.
I'm not trying to be mean.
Being this uneducated as a wealthy person is so fucking embarrassing. At least nobles in the past made sure that their families were learned to a certain degree. Listen, in my experience, like, I know a lot of really stupid poor people, but man, like per capita, bringing that meme back, per capita of all the people that I've met way more fucking retarded fucking rich people, dude. Holy shit. But like, here's the difference between nobles in the past and like, I guess like, you know, upper middle class to rich people in America today. Like, nobles in the past, they had to be learned to some degree so that they could, you know, so that they could know more than the peasants so that they could, you know, survive, right? It was a survival technique for the nobles in the past. These motherfuckers know they can glide through life doing literally fucking nothing, right? But the bare minimum, because they have mommy and daddy money, all right? Like, is it embarrassing? Yes. But is it what I expect out of most people that are like upper middle class to, you know, like rich? Yeah.
But I think the kind of person whose whole worldviews can be changed after a 40-minute podcast are the exact kinds of people who would interpret Aubrey and Michael's work as being scientific.
If you want your mind blown, the episode on BMI will shake you to your core.
Not if you're actually paying attention. Actually, to be fair, I was a bit shaken up by this little quote.
They'll be like, oh yeah, BMI for black people just like doesn't work. Like some of them will be like up to like BMI of 35. So you can weigh like 280 pounds if you're black and like not.
1 second. Wait, what was the number she just said?
Just like doesn't work. Like some of them will be like up to like BMI of 35. So you can weigh like
BMI of 35. Jesus Christ. That's the extremely obese. We're gonna hold on to that right next to that tab.
280 pounds if you're black and like not have any of these mortality statistics. But some of them have also found.
Bro, wait, I'm sorry. Isn't like a major fucking problem in the black community people with like extreme health debilitating diseases because of like diabetes, because of, you know, heart conditions? Isn't that like the #1 killer of black men? Well, it might be the #1 killer of men in America. But like, isn't that like a huge fucking problem? Yeah, like this is like some weird woke racism. Like, why does the black biology, is it something in the skull shape? Is it something that their expanded brain capacity? What? well, I guess like the racist thing would say that their cranial capacity would be lower. I'm not good at being racist, guys. I don't see color.
Found that like it just doesn't fucking matter for black people at all.
I don't know why they don't get called out more for this crap. Instead, their audience treats them like they should be educating our doctors.
That people have said, okay, I know you made this whole, like, whatever, 3-hour arc about the BMI and the obesity epidemic, but can you give me 5 pages that I can hand to my doctor?
Yeah.
Imagine spending all that time in med school just to have patients out here trying to educate you with their favorite podcast. Kind of ironically, Aubrey's work has been described by one of her admirers as a good lesson in being a pain in the butt.
I found it a fantastic education in being a pain in the butt.
Kind of funny to me that that is a compliment, but fair enough. Before we dig any deeper, I want to remind us all how this started. And
I feel like, so one thing that really sucks when it comes to, listen, it's time for me to go woke, okay? Like, especially if you're a woman, especially if you're black, there's been studies proving that doctors don't take the health claims of women, black people, minorities, etc., very seriously, right? And so there was this big push to tell people, you should be like an advocate for yourself, even at the doctors, right? Like my girlfriend, she had a extremely rare, up to like the point of it not even being fully recognized disorder, where she literally couldn't burp. Right? Like gas would just build up in her stomach, and the only way that for her to expel it would be to like gag so that she could throw up the air in her stomach. Right? It was really bad. Right? So she couldn't drink carbonated beverages. She couldn't chew gum. Because like, when you're chewing gum, you're swallowing a whole bunch, and the more you swallow, the more air is going to go into your stomach, et cetera, et cetera. Right? And so it's like this severely under researched condition. And for, I think like 10 years, she was trying to get diagnosed, like figure out why she was constantly nauseous, why she, why she was like getting so sick that she was like throwing up like extremely loudly and extremely often. And like they tried to like diagnose her with eating disorders, but it wasn't eating disorders. They tried to give her like a million medications. They tried to give her, all these tests to see if there was like something like mentally or if there was something internally. Nothing, until she found some subreddit that talked about like, hey, I can't burp. I think it's like r/no burp. And there's a procedure that's experimental that they're, where they inject fucking, what do they call it? Botox into your esophageal sphincter. And then after like 3 days after that injection, you can burp as normal. And actually it might cause you to burp slightly more than average, but like probably better to burp more than average than never at all. So, but yeah, like immense increase in quality of life, right? So like it is good to be your own advocate and to like really push. If something is wrong and doctors aren't listening to you, you should be an advocate for yourself and, make sure that they're actually going to take care of you. But people took that to the extreme where they just want the doctors to agree with them that, that like, I've heard of people like trying to educate their doctors about like their mental disorders. I've heard of people trying to educate their doctors about like their fatness, as if the doctor, like one of the first things that you're going to learn in basic fucking biology is that like the fatter you are, the more health complications you're going to have. And that there's so much evidence across so many different countries, across so much time, that like it's a generally accepted biological fact that if you're super fucking fat, you're probably going to die earlier. Right? Burping on command is useful. Man, I can't even burp on command. I don't even burp that much, but scariest part of losing weight is that if you do it too fast, you can put yourself at a low basal metabolic rate. I did hear about that. Like there are people that went on to The Biggest Loser and they lost so much weight so fast that their basal metabolic rate only allowed them to eat like, I think like 1,500 calories a day. So even though they were like super fit, super functional, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because they lost so much weight so quickly, they still could only eat 1,200 calories instead of going to like a normal 2,000 calorie diet, you know?
And we will let Aubrey tell us for herself.
It's so interesting to me. It started with an argument with a friend. Will you tell me more about that?
We were talking about sort of what it was like to be fat and what it was like to be thin. I am fat, she is thin, and we just didn't see eye to eye. So I wrote her a letter.
Also, isn't it true that like I've been a little bit fatter than I am now. All right, folks. I used to order a lot of chicken tenders when I was in my first year of college. I got up to 265 pounds. All right, I got fat, but I was never like super fat, right? Where it was like incredibly embarrassing, or super detrimental to my health. Question is it true? Because I've heard this from a very thin person, never heard from a fat person. Is it true that like you literally just like hotter all the fucking time? Like the fat is actually like, once you get to a certain size, the fat like insulates you to a very noticeable degree. And if you're thin, like you're like constantly fucking cold. I am trying the keto diet. I did the keto diet one time. Brother, let me tell you something. Keto diet, if you actually fucking commit 100% to like not eating the carbs, right? Like you're actually in ketosis, you will lose weight and you will lose it fast. I think I lost like, I think I dropped down to 200 and my like average weight is 218. So I lost like 18 pounds in the space of 3 weeks. I'm not doing it for the weight. I almost said schizophrenic. Epileptic. Let me see here. Fat people are heat lamps. True. My house was 270. It completely destroys your self-esteem. Well, hey, listen. My self-esteem was at its lowest at 265 pounds. Not because of the weight, but because like my first like serious girlfriend and I broke up. I went from 265 pounds to fucking 215 pounds in the space of like, I want to say 6 months, right? Like, I don't know if I was just like eating out with her all the fucking time, because like I don't think I changed my lifestyle that fucking crazy. I wasn't like going around and running or anything. I wasn't exercising or some shit like that. But like, bro, in the space of 6 months, I lost like most of the weight that I had put on in my first year of college. Like 55 pounds about. I'm worried about my kidneys if I do it for too long. Oh yeah, no, it will fuck your kidneys, dude. Keto diet has been shown to make nonverbal autistic people verbal. That's insane. I've never heard that. I did know that like the original reason that it was made was because of epilepsy, and something about ketosis keeps people from having epileptic seizures. Watch this. Okay, the magic pill. Well, what is this? Are combating illness through a paradigm shift in eating, and this simple change, embracing fat as our main fuel, is showing profound promise in improving the health of people, animals, and the planet. I think, man, I mean, I'm interested. I'll probably watch it at some point. So I'll keep the tab open, or I'll move the tab over here or something. But like, I feel like people want there to be some magic diet that they can refer back to like solve all of their fucking problems. But it's, the world just doesn't work like that. And you just got to go with like the fundamentals, dude. Just like calories in, calories out works for the most part. If you have some kind of condition like fucking PCOS, which I know is supposed to like make you keep weight on, like there are other things that you can do in addition to the calories in, calories out. But man, like keto diet is good if you need to lose weight as quickly as possible. But it is not a long-term solution, and you will not have the weight loss for very long unless you do like major shifts in your lifestyle. Keto will also add 2 inches to your dick size in less than 2 weeks. Listen, I can't afford to have my dick get any bigger, okay? It's already a problem. It's already a problem. Okay. Quick aside from the fat stuff. Double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I took the shingle shot too. Don't believe in karma? Watch what happens as comedian mocks unvaccinated. This actually happened. Okay.
Brag, I don't care, but I want you to know, double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I'm going to be honest, I have the shingle shot too. And I still get my period. What? Yes! Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously. So nice. So nice.
Did she actually collapse? Wait, hold on. I'm She's fine now? What happened? Wait. Heather McDonald. She fainted? Why did she? Yeah, I'm super curious. Like, just like the timing of it is so fucking crazy.
Loves me the most. Seriously. So nice. So nice.
Hey, how's it going, Bones? She must have taken something backstage? Maybe. Let's see here. 3 minutes into the trailer for the widely debunked anti-vaccine film Died Suddenly, comedian Heather McDonald is shown collapsing on stage. Gotcha. Oh. Said she felt dizzy at the start of her set, and had she not been on stage in front of her friends and family for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic, would have simply sat back down instead of trying to fight through it. Afterwards, McDonald received a battery of tests from doctors who said she had no underlying condition and that the fainting spell was not linked to the vaccine. McDonald suffered a fractured skull, and still checks in with doctors, but has had no lingering issues. Jesus. God, that's fucking crazy timing, dude. You know, like, one reason I know that the vaccine hasn't killed a bunch of people is because, like, I still hear about people, you know, waiting for people to die from the vaccine. If these motherfuckers actually were dropping dead, I wouldn't have to hear about it so fucking much. Jesus Christ. Please. Finally buying a new PC? Oh, well, good for you. No laptop. See, I want a laptop really fucking bad so that I can stream, you know, when I'm traveling, or like if I don't have access to upstairs, which I barely have access to upstairs right now because there's no fucking insulation in the walls, but you know.
Letter, because I felt like maybe writing it out would be an easier way of sort of explaining to her that, like, no, there really are.
Okay, let's
And will you tell me
catch
how this
back up on
started?
what was happening
And we
here.
will let Aubrey tell us for herself.
It's so interesting to me. It started with an argument with a friend. Will you tell me more about that?
We were talking about sort of what it was like to be fat and what it was like to be thin. I am fat, she is thin, and we just didn't see eye to eye. So I wrote her a letter because I felt like maybe writing it out would be an easier way of sort of explaining to her that, like, no, there really are material differences between the ways that fat people are treated and the ways that people who are not fat are treated, right?
Oh, well,
so,
obviously.
I sent it to a friend to proofread, mostly just because I was like,
obviously, fat people are going to be treated worse than thin people on average, unless you're like fucking Holocaust victim thin. At that point, people might look at you with pity instead of looking at you normally. But yeah, no shit. On one hand, like, I'm not gonna lie, people find fat people gross. All right? That's just like the reality of it. Should they? Yeah. You should find it fat to be gross, but you shouldn't find a person gross because they are fat, right? But like, there's that. I think that like fat people on average get hired less, they get promoted less. I mean, there is discrimination based off of weight, but I don't think that being fat should be a protected class. Why does she talk about fat people like they're another species? Because it's the same like weird way that like woke people will get like racist when talking about like Native Americans, right? Or black people. Like with Native Americans, they do the thing where they do like the noble savage shit, but they don't realize, because they're just a bunch of privileged fucking white kids, they don't realize that they're doing the noble savage meme. They think that they're being, kind to the natives that we genocided. But like all you're doing is like saying that they're mystical fucking forest folk. Like they're fucking elves. It's so fucking cringe. And with black people, like, fuck, the amount of fucking weird woke shit that people will say about black people, but like it actually just reinforces stereotypes. Like, fuck, like there will be like weird, as like a music type person, right? You'll see some weird shit about black people having like natural like rhythm receptors in their fucking brain so that they're able to dance better, right? And how they have better rhythm so they make better music. And it's just like a genetic thing for black people. It's like, bro, are you fucking crazy? Are you really making fucking race realist arguments to gas up black people right now? Like, that's insane. But like, yeah, they do that for black people. They do it for Native American people. And I guess like if you're a fat activist, you're going to do it for fat people.
Am I being a total jerk? And he said it was really helpful and asked if I would be willing to post it somewhere. So I found Medium, where anyone can post just about anything, and posted it there under the name Your Fat Friend.
The letter was titled, "A Request from Your Fat Friend, What I Need When We Talk About Bodies." The first line is, "I need you to listen closely. I need you to believe me when I tell you what happened." I'm not going to read the whole letter, but some of the highlights are, I need you to say the word fat about me, because I am a size 26.
Just say fat, not curvy or chubby or...
1 second. Relevant? It better be.
Token, get the bass guitar out of your basement and meet me over at my house. What? We don't have a bass guitar. Your family's black, Token. There's bound to be a bass guitar in your basement somewhere. Hey, there was a bass guitar in my basement. I told you, Token. All right, Butters, give me a beat. Okay, nice, very nice. All right, Token, give me a smooth bass line. I don't know how to play bass. Token, how many times do we have to go through this? You're black, you can play bass. I'm getting sick of your stereotypes. Be as sick as you want, just give me a goddamn bass line. God damn it.
Fucking slap bass too, bro.
But some of the highlights are, I need you to say the word fat about me, because I am a size 26.
Just say fat.
Wait, quick twitch muscle fibers. Is that a racist thing? Oh shit. Have I made jokes with racist stuff, but I didn't even know? Please tell me these are real. Oh, whew, whew, whew. I used to make jokes about fucking quick twitch muscle fibers all the fucking time. I got scared for a second there. Jesus.
Not curvy or chubby or chunky or fluffy or more to love or big guy or full figured or big boned or queen size or husky or obese or overweight. Just say fat.
I need you to acknowledge that you and I have different experiences because I am fat. I need you to try to learn to love the lush overgrowth of your body. Let it grow wild and untamed as a garden you loved as a child. I need you.
Wait. I need you to try to learn to love the lush overgrowth of your body. Okay, this is fetishization. Okay, dude? This is fetishization. Bro, that's insane. Let it grow wild and untamed as a garden you loved as a child. how to avoid the horrible fate of looking like me. I mean, then I will have to explain to my friends, jobs, family why I can't make it on that trip. Every discussion about bodies, whether in the media or amongst friends, is about how to avoid the horrible fate of looking like me. I'm sure that it does hurt to hear. And for some people who can't actually help it, right? Like I think that most people probably could help it with, the support of friends, with some effort, with some, extreme disciplinary measures, right? Like, yeah, you can absolutely help it. But some people can't. And I'm sure it does suck to hear that from some people. But like, also, I'm sorry, burn victims are not attractive to me. All right? And I'm sure that sucks for burn victims. But it's kind of true.
For growth of your body. Let it grow wild and untamed as a garden you love.
Tron, do not make that into a short. I do not want to be known as the guy that hates burn victims. I have extreme sympathy for burn victims. I want to make that absolutely fucking clear. If you're going to make that into a clip, include this, please.
As a child, I need you to try to love it if you intend to love me. I need you to know that I'm taking it personally because it is personal. I think it matters that she started this way because this need for victimhood and need for everyone else to change is basically her brand at this point. The call to action is always for someone else, not Aubrey.
Gordon, the star of Your Fat Friend, for our Tiny Mike interview.
I found this short interview she gave, and one of the questions she got asked was, if you could talk to your younger self right now, what would you say? Her answer kind of blew me away.
I don't know that I would talk to my younger self. I feel like I would talk to the adults that my younger self dealt with, and I would have some messages for them. Yeah. I feel like it all came out in the wash for me. I got no messages for young me because I feel pretty good about where we landed,
That interview question gets asked all the time. I have heard hundreds of answers to that question, but never that answer. That alone just says so much to me about who we are dealing with here.
It's like, it's got to be like narcissism, right? Like you think that, well, I guess like if you're going to be like interviewed on like one of these, if you're like on one of the, what do they call it? Like photo shoot things with the backdrop there that you're sponsored by. I don't fucking know. Right. If you're going to be at like an event that has one of these, you probably do have like some sense of like self-importance, right? Where you think that you are the shit. This would be like the most embarrassing way to end up on the fucking red carpet though. Like you're known as the lady that is fat, and you're the lady that's fat that also makes arguments for why people can and should be fat.
Don't know that I would talk to my younger self. I feel like I would talk to the adults that my younger self dealt with, and I would have some.
What year did she put on a hijab and start streaming on Twitch? Bro, that was out of line. That was out of line. All right. Frogan is so much bigger than this lady. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Messages for them. Yeah. I feel like it all came out in the wash for me. I got no messages for young me because I feel pretty good about where we landed,
That interview question gets asked all the time. I have heard hundreds of answers.
Quick question. I've seen a lot of stuff about Frogan in the past couple of days. Is there like a stream that we should watch or some clips that we should watch? Because I'm down for it. All right. I'm already high. I'm locked in. The ADD medicine is still flowing strongly through me. All right. So I'm high and focused. Did I see the Ludwig thing? I'm completely out of the fucking loop on everything. Okay. I just know that things are happening. All right. I know that there are slurs being thrown around. Stardust did a video on Frogan. I did listen to the video from Stardust on Frogan, mostly out of extreme curiosity of what a Stardust video essay would be like. I did not watch the editing, so I don't know if the editing was good, like the visual editing, but I would say that Stardust probably should do video essays as like her primary content. Like if she got practice at that as a commentary like YouTuber, I think that she could. Man, I'm high and I'm just going to phrase things in like the most fucking cruel way possible. I need to really check myself because I do not hate Stardust. I do not want to say something out of pocket. And I almost did. Some people need to look in the mirror and full take in their appearance before they comment on people's looks. $1,000,000 fucking percent. I 1000% agree, Frogan. I do think that people need to do that. Drop the slur already, bro? I'll say it with you. Which one?
To that question, but never that answer. That alone just says so much to me about who we are dealing with here.
There are at least 4 Jabas in the responses. Oh, I thought you meant like, bro, I should be super fucking careful scrolling Twitter replies, dude. The way things have been going. Jesus. Okay. We gotta finish the video. Gotta finish at least one thing today.
How this all started was sort of.
It's so strange, heartbreaking, and predictable to see how many people get in arms about fat shaming leveled at thin people. They aren't even fat, but stay silent or defend fat shaming when it happens to fat people. Yeah, because fat shaming someone who's like a healthy weight into like becoming anorexic, that's a problem. Actually, factually, calling a fat person fat is mean, but it's not why people get mad about like the shaming of something, right? Here, we'll look at it in a minute. Oh, look at that. I'm rate limited. Retry. Okay, we'll try back in a second.
Of Aubrey versus thin people or thinness. And this also shows up in her books and her podcast.
From What We Don't Talk About When We Talk About Fat by Aubrey Gordon. Thin people, especially thin women, expect fat people like me to act as midwives for their confidence. How do you do it? Teach me your ways. We are the hired help who never ask for the job and are certainly not paid for it. We are reminders of...
Oh man, that is the most fucking backhanded fucking compliment I've ever heard. Jesus Christ. Girl, I wish I had your confidence. Bro, that is fucking unhinged. Just call them fucking Lardo, dude. Just call them Lardo. That's insane.
What could be. Thinner people embrace fatter people as a way of finding their relative virtue. At least I'm not that fat. Thinness takes from all of us.
I am sorry, but that just sounds bizarre to me. I have never thought of anyone as a midwife for my confidence, whatever that even means. I am not going to deny that Aubrey has probably had some bad experiences that are unique to her size.
As a fat person, figure out how to disappear yourself. That's the only way I have existed in the world.
I will probably end up watching this movie, and I have no doubt that there is probably a compelling narrative in regards to the unnecessary harassment that she has faced, and that
a thing that happened, of course, thing that happens like clockwork and is always at least a little bit disappointing. Watching thin people quote my work as an illustration of their despair about their own bodies while studiously avoiding any mention of fat people.
A compelling narrative in regards to...
God, you really could take like the most like lefty fucking woke scolds, like upper middle class fucking SJW person talking about, you know, the way white people, you know, the way the white people will take quotes from Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and then, you know, apply them to the struggles that are happening today without even mentioning black people is disgusting. Like, I feel like it's the exact same fucking energy.
The unnecessary harassment that she has faced and that people like her face. But the crux of all of this for me is you don't get to leverage your status as a victim into...
Straight size folks? God, they have their own fucking lingo. They have their own lexicon too. That's crazy. With love, you all are messy. A thread on thin people's belief that they are not biased against fat people or that they can and do hide their bias. I am biased. I'm not biased against like their, you know, their humanity. I'm not biased like if I'm arguing with a like about politics with someone who's like super fucking fat. My bias isn't about the fatness, it's about their ideas. But if they're going to start talking, well, I guess like my bias towards her is her ideas. Maybe I'm just like immune to being bigoted. Bro.
Misinforming people with a pretty large platform, I start losing sympathy when I hear her making light of obesity to her audience.
In other words, obesity was a disease. Dun, dun, dun.
This motherfucker isn't even fat.
Obesity to her audience.
In other words,
this motherfucker's not even fat. Bro, you can't be thin like that and tell people that it's okay to be fat. Like this lady's coping, okay? You're just like fucking Joseph Mengele, fucking mass killing people with science. Jesus Christ.
Obesity.
That might be a bit of an extreme comparison. All right. You're like some other kind of weird Nazi doctor.
Was a disease.
Dun, dun, dun.
How's
it going, Econo
is
Boy?
like this big inside joke between her.
Hey, Econo Boy, you know the stream room that you were in that one time? Yeah, there's now a hole directly out from this high up, straight to the fucking ground in my wall right now that they did not want to fucking finish fixing. They ripped it out. They didn't put it back up. So there's just a giant gaping fucking hole right here.
And her co-host and the universe that they have cultivated. He is actually on record as saying that he doesn't even believe in obesity.
Every time I say a BMI number, I just like cringe.
Store stuff in it. It's a dead drop 3 stories down. There's nothing in the wall. It's just floor and then nothing. Wait, what? Oh, I thought I clicked off of it.
Inside. Also, every time I say like obese, I also...
sorry.
And the universe that they have cultivated. He is actually on record as saying that he doesn't even believe in obesity.
Every time I say a BMI number, I just like cringe inside. Also, every time I say like obese, I also cringe. Like, I hope that it's clear from my general tone and personality that I'm putting giant quote marks around these terms at all times.
Yeah.
Normal weight. Like, I don't believe in these things, but it's just going to be much easier if I don't have to say quote unquote every single time I use one of these adjectives.
And that's bad enough in my opinion. But then it gets worse for me when the same sort of condescending, flippant attitude is applied to talking about childhood obesity.
So now we're not only in an epidemic, we're also in a war.
Oh, yeah.
The war on childhood obesity.
Those super skinny dudes who are into 500-pound women. Yeah, it's like a toothpick and a meatball. You know, got married. Also, hey, Tron, I don't know if you're still watching stream, but this new little image that you gave me for the thing, guess what? It's doing the thing where it's freezing me again. Hold on. That's going to trigger the absolute living fuck out of me. Let's do this one. Okay. And then we'll fix it. Let's see here. Actually, I can't even tell if that's fixed. Nope, this one's doing it too. Looks like we are not doing that today. Actually, I do have a fix. Just use the old one. Perfect. All right, sorry. I'm getting super distracted. This is what happens when I stream while high. All right, you guys are gonna have to suffer through it just like I am.
Obesity. Very chill to make this rhetorical device of child soldiers who are fat kids who have had it too good for too long. Famously.
This is also where we get into some good classic moral panic stuff about needing to think of the children.
Children who have had it too good for too long. Nobody is getting that impression from us trying to end childhood.
I'm going to take on my internalized fat phobia, so you're going to own your anti-fatness and publicly defend people who are fatter than you, right? You're going to defend very fat people, right? man, fat people are worse at memeing than fucking lefties. I thought fat people were like, on average, better with like a sense of humor. Jesus. Also, Tron, yeah, it's not your fault. I have no idea if it's like my fault, if it's something that I'm doing. But the like, I don't even know what to put into the Google search bar to troubleshoot that, dude.
Obesity, which is on the rise and is creating serious health issues for these kids. One of the only positive things that they had to say about defining obesity as a
Oh my God, that looks like the worst possible fucking thing that could possibly happen to a person. Good fucking God. Can you imagine oh, I just realized the frame is not framing me correctly. There we go. The fucking rotator ball in your fucking leg just like shearing off right there, dude. That's got to be the actual like worst possible pain a human being could experience.
disease is that it removes agency from individuals.
Dietz, however, held a view that was becoming more prevalent within medicine, that obesity was a condition influenced by the environment and a condition that people passively experienced, something that happened to them rather than simply the result of their own choices. It sounds like they really were, on some level, doing this in good faith, thinking that the term disease takes agency away from the individual.
It is really just kind of wild to me how many people feel empowered by disempowerment in this space. There is a big difference in addressing scammy BS in the wellness industry. Things like Goop by Gwyneth.
And that's also like such a fucking like tragedy that comes out of this, is that there are major fucking issues with diet culture. There are major fucking issues with people trying to sell you health products, get thin quick type shit, right? And if people are going to like look up a podcast that's about, you know, health for fat people, realistic fucking, you know, advice for fat people so that they can stop being fat and, you know, maybe live a normal fucking lifespan. And they click on yours and you're telling them that there's literally nothing that they can do and that's fine and that they should embrace it. God, it feels like it should be a fucking crime, dude.
Paltrow, and attempting to discredit legitimate medical research. But on Maintenance Phase, everything is the same conspiracy.
Welcome to Maintenance Phase, the podcast in which we take something you thought was benign and in 45 to 60 minutes radicalize you against capitalism. I told you it was capitalism. Of course it was capitalism. Capitalism ruins everything.
That is supposed to be a compliment from one of their fans. And I think this is actually a tragic bit of the magic of Maintenance Phase. They are able to convince people they know what they're talking about, even when they don't, because they have created a universe where Fen is the same scam as your doctor using a BMI chart. It's BS.
They are sort of dismantling and unpicking some of these things
Wait.
that we truly believe.
Wasn't Fen that diet drug in like the 90s? I also gotta pull this fucking lamp over here. I did not fix my lighting very well before I started stream. It wasn't Fen like 2 amphetamines that they put people on in the 90s that just caused you to literally like burn the sweat off? Like it you had so much fucking like energy and it upped your blood pressure and it like just like caused your like basic like your basal metabolic rate to increase fucking like crazy and it killed multiple people. Because I feel like that's the one. Oh, wrong side. Okay, let's fix this fucking blinding. Nope, not what I wanted. There we go. That right there. Perfect. And it's not blinding me. Jesus. Perfect.
About health and wellness and showing how it's built on like a super dodgy foundation or like no foundation whatsoever. They're building fantastic arguments through critique.
They are just using flawed reasoning to lead.
Monster Energy. Ironically, Monster Energy might be what gave me like such a big fucking kidney stone, because my girlfriend got me addicted to fucking caffeine. And so we drink like fucking 1 Monster per day each, at least, or Red Bull, or whatever is, what else is there if we don't have the monsters that we want there. It probably fucking killed me when it came to the kidney stone.
Lead you to the conclusions that they want to lead you to.
One of the weirdest statistics I came across is that people with master's degrees have 10% higher mortality rates than people with PhDs.
What?
So next time you see somebody posting about like, hey, I got my master's degree on Instagram, go into their mentions like, you're glorifying having a master's degree.
I'm just concerned about your health.
I know.
Quit your master's program.
What a fucking stupid fucking thing to say. Like, I can imagine like 3 things off the top of my head. Master's degrees lead to jobs that are probably more stressful than a PhD job. In like PhD, you're probably doing research or, you know, like, or you yourself are a professor or something like that, which is probably less stressful than, you know, a lot of like business masters or some shit like that you need to get a like higher level business position. People who have PhDs probably make more money than people who have master's degrees. So they might have better healthcare plans or like healthcare outcomes because of more wealth. What's another reason? People with master's degrees might just kill themselves at a higher rate because their jobs suck more. I don't know. Yeah, we on a regular basis, we were buying. I think we're stopping buying them now, both because of my kidney stone and because it's fucking expensive as shit. But those white monsters that all the e-girls drank, that was the drink of choice, bro.
That was them pulling out a single statistic they found about people with master's degrees as part of their case for discrediting the idea of glorifying obesity.
Glorifying something means publicly praising it.
Right.
I would love if we publicly praised some fat people some more.
That is not compelling. That's not building an argument. It is all flash and no substance.
I always feel a little bit weird about debunking the health stuff on this podcast because it's so obvious that the health stuff is a cover for people's feelings, right? Because even if it was 100% true, every single fat person is unhealthy. Fine. Everyone, regardless of their health status, gets to post a photo on Instagram and be like, I felt cute.
Yeah.
Getting to post.
Nobody's saying that you can't do that. Nobody's saying that you can't post, you know, on Instagram and saying that I felt cute. Who the fuck cares? But that's not, you're not at a healthy weight. You are on average going to die much earlier than people in like the same demographic as you, in the same age range, the same race, the same occupation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're probably going to die 15 to 20 years earlier than those people. Simply based off of the fact that you have so much fucking weight on your bones, on your organs, on your joints. I mean, fuck, how many COVID mortality rate by BMI? I wonder if we can get that. Highest among the mortality was highest amongst hospitalizations with BMI over 60? Wait, that graph, oh shit, I closed it out. That graph said that 35 was morbidly obese. What does a body mass of what does a BMI of 60 or over look like? I can't even fucking imagine. Okay. Count percent? What is the count? Oh, decreased risk, increased risk. Got you. So this is the reference group. Jesus Christ, bro. God fucking damn. That's fucking insane. Mortality for mechanical ventilation, it's just like up to infinity. Circulatory shock. Hey, look, venous thromboembolism. Venous thromboembolism. Look, they're not even like that far above on this one, okay, guys? Look, see, being fat is totally fucking healthy. Also, I just realized that on screen, the chat is taking up so fucking much of the screen. Why? I don't feel like it used to go out that far. I need to fix that. After we're done making fun of fat people, we'll take a 5-minute siesta to change that. Relevant? It goddamn better be. I should ban you. I should ban you right fucking now. You know what? I am. Actually, no, I'm not, because my chat. Okay, now it will. It was like, we're gonna time you out for 5 minutes. Show you. Actually, we'll do 3 minutes. All right. This is a warning shot across the bow. Okay, motherfucker. Send me fucking Spider-Man spanking videos. Jesus. Sepsis. So if 35 to 39 is morbidly obese, let me see if I can BMI images and then go to this one. Extremely obese is 35 or less. Bro. Like, let me see. So in order to get like a BMI of 58, you'd have to be 4'6" and 240 pounds. If you were 5'10" and you were 240 pounds, you'd have a BMI of 35. Wait, can we not get more heights? Is there not an expanded graph? Cool. Thanks for fucking nothing. Okay, so severely obese, morbidly obese is 40 and over. Fuck. I think I would actually off. Let's see here. Where am I at? Yeah, there's no fucking way that I can be less than 200 pounds. I'm at like 210 to 215, I think, right now. I don't fucking remember. I haven't weighed myself in fucking forever. But like, when I'm like 210 to like 205 to 210, I'm like fairly thin for my height, and I'm 6'1". But this is saying that I'm in the what? What is the yellow range? 25, 24. Let's go back to here. Either normal or overweight. I mean, I don't think that BMI is like a perfect scaling, but like, Jesus Christ. If you're up here, dude, 65, it's not even possible for someone who's 6'11". It's not even possible for them to be like obese. Jesus.
That you feel cute on Instagram versus avoiding mobility issues, diabetes, hypertension, or a number of other weight.
Wait, hold on. Is this a picture of a BMI of 60? Someone's health is at serious risk if they don't drastically reduce their body mass index and try to achieve a good BMI. Is this like what BMI of 60 looks like? Because I'm imagining something. See, that I would believe is a BMI of 60. Jesus. God. Like, literally, you could chop off the front half right here, and he would still have, like, enough body to salvage and survive. God fucking damn.
Related issues. Which one sounds like the real problem?
Everyone, regardless of their health status, gets to post a photo on Instagram and be like, I felt cute.
Yeah. Getting to post that you feel cute on Instagram versus avoiding mobility issues, diabetes, hypertension, or a number of other weight-related issues. Which one sounds like the real prize for being properly educated on the potential consequences of obesity?
It's true that very fat people have shorter lifespans than thin people. But that correlation, that statement that very fat people are more likely to get heart disease and diabetes and everything you've read about in a million Newsweek articles, that's never really been debated.
They are debating this.
I'm sorry, I was reading a DM. Sorry.
Of obesity.
It's true that very fat people have shorter lifespans than thin people. But that correlation, that statement that very fat people are more likely to get heart disease and diabetes and everything you've read about in a million Newsweek articles, that's never really been debated.
They are debating this. They debate this all the time on their podcast. They even have an episode titled, "Is Being Fat Bad for You?" And Aubrey has identified herself as being over 300 pounds. Yet even when she acknowledges her body size as being in the category with the highest association.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, if I ever like crest, I'll give myself some leeway when I'm like 50, 60 years old. But like, if I ever crest 265, I'm just going to end it. Dude, like I just don't know. Like I would be embarrassed to walk around. And that's like a mean thing to say, and it's not kind. And I mean, I'm not gonna like sit there and shit on someone for being fat unless they fucking deserve it. But dog, I just feel like so much would have to go wrong for me to get to that point. And if I got to that point and all that other shit had happened to me that had like brought me to that point, and I realized, oh, well, you know what? We've reached the critical point. It is now over. It's now over. Become a regular at the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas. Is that a thing? Well, you know what? Vegas, I would imagine that's a thing.
To health complications, she still tries to mystify it.
But at this point, it's not like an overwhelming majority of Americans, right, who are in the high health risk category. Right. I'm in that portion of the population. Other fat people are in that portion of the population.
Right.
And even in that high health risk category, we don't totally know what's going on.
Right.
Everything is so mysterious, and we don't know what's causing what or how we're getting where.
Nobody knows why either of those things are happening. Mm-hmm. Fat people could be fat because of leptin, because of insulin insensitivity, because of the built environment, because of genetics or epigenetics. This is what they call multifactorial.
But then she will just confidently assert that telling someone to lose weight actually causes them to get fatter.
They don't actually need to be told for the 10 billionth time, lose weight, because that doesn't fucking work.
Well, it does do one thing, which is it makes us fatter.
It's really just mind-blowing that this is the podcast that people think needs to be shared with their doctors. Aubrey is an activist and a professor.
They don't actually need to be told for the 10 billionth time, lose weight, because that doesn't fucking work.
Lose weight, it just makes you fatter. If you do it wrong, yeah. If you like go on a keto diet expecting to like keep all of that weight off without drastically changing your lifestyle, yeah, you are going to gain it back. And then probably more, because you're going to like be so fucking hungry for those carbs after you taste that first one. After you taste that first carb, you're going to feel so hungry for them. Speaking from experience, after going on keto, all right, that you're just going to like gain it all back in the space of like a month or two. Like, I mean, like, depending on how much you lost and how long you were on it, but like, bro, you gotta, you absolutely gotta do more than just do like a diet and then like go off of it. You have to like change drastically your lifestyle. I mean, like, I'm right now counting calories for the first time in my entire life because I don't want to be a fat fucking 30-year-old who can't, you know, get out of bed because I have so many health issues, right? Like I care about how I'm going to feel, not just right this second, but in a couple of months, in a couple of years, in a decade. Like I care about that. And I like the day I turned 28, I pulled a muscle in my back, right? And I joked about it. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm getting old. I'm pulling muscles. I can't do anything anymore. But like that shit started to happen on a fairly regular basis. Like literally the day after my fucking 28th birthday. All right. I started pulling muscles all the fucking time. Like motion limiting muscle pulls where I can't like function at work. And I'm like, okay, point taken, body. Point taken. I'm going to fucking, I'm going to start doing some exercise. I'm going to start like working out my back, lifting weights and making sure that my back is strong, making sure that my, that my arms, my neck, like they're all situated with some good muscle on there so that I don't fucking feel like shit all the fucking time. I'm going to start counting calories, which is more recent than my birthday, but also counting calories fucking sucks, guys. Just so you guys know, when it comes to losing weight or trying to be a more healthy person, yes, it does suck. It does not feel good. There's literally not a single part of working out or dieting or anything like that I enjoy. But guess what? I'm still going to do it because I do not want to die early and I do not want to feel like shit if I do live a normal lifespan. All right. If I am a lucky fat person and I live to be fucking 75 to 80, I do not want that entire 75 to 80 to feel like shit. I can give you a good TikTok if you want. I mean, yeah, if you want to. Listen, this is a total audience fucking directed stream day, all right? I smoked fucking 3 or 4 hits off of this fucking extremely strong pin that someone got me because I was in the hospital. Very nice gift. Definitely gets me way higher than I intend to be. So listen, this is a grilling stream, all right?
Well, it does do one thing, which is it makes us fatter.
It's really just mind-blowing that this is the podcast that people think needs to be shared with their doctors. Aubrey is an activist and a professional victim. She is not an authority on health or wellness, and treating her like one doesn't seem very prudent for anyone interested in actually being healthy. She has even written a little think piece titled, "We have to stop thinking of being healthy as being morally better."
I have to temper myself. I have to temper myself because I'm high and I don't want to say something that's going to like be way too strong or get me banned.
This isn't making the world a better place. I'm sorry. I am really curious to know what you think because all of TikTok and social media seems to adore Aubrey and the Maintenance Space podcast. I kind of felt like a crazy person for not understanding the holiness.
The holiness.
But TikTok will make a celebrity out of almost anybody, so I am definitely interested in reading some outside opinion.
Okay. Now let's look at these links. Stealth Health Life. Oh, God. Also, real quick, hey guys, if you enjoy this content, please subscribe. If you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, this is a good time to come through and subscribe. Hey, like the stream. That helps me out a whole lot. This is a unconventional stream for what we usually do here, but you know what? If you guys like something that happens tonight, then maybe we'll try and recreate it. And by recreate it, I mean, we'll just stream while high way more often. But yeah, also, I am about to be moving cross country. So if you guys want to support or help me out or anything like that, give me the ability to pay the editor a little bit more because goddamn, this guy deserves it. Everyone, round of applause in chat for Tron, the editor, who has bumped us from getting like average 300 views per month on YouTube to, I think, like, fuck, you know what? I can actually look this up because I have an app on my phone that gives me all the statistics. Let me see here. 99.6 thousand views with 1,000 watch time hours. 54 new subscribers in the last 28 days. So from an average of like 300 to 600 views per month to nearly 100,000. So drop some money into the fucking donation link if you're on YouTube, or do the fun super chat thing, which I have never really fucked with, but I would appreciate. That helps me out a whole lot. These are
simple rule of modern eating.
Fuck off. Open up in this window, please. Thank you.
Simple rule of
Okay. Also, I'm gonna play a game while we watch these guys. Sorry, I'm going to I'm going to play a video game. Sent new border also. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Mine is a short meme. Well, they asked first, so I'm gonna play this one first. All right, let's see what the heart attack grill is.
Modern eating, fatty foods in huge portions are bad for you. But you're about to enter a dietary twilight zone, a restaurant that makes the potentially harmful nature of its food a selling point. Its name, get this, the Heart Attack Grill. And they do bring a certain whimsical comedy to serving up giant versions of meals that have been American favorites for generations. But as Ryan Owen explains, beyond the comedy are some very real health concerns.
In a country where calories are posted on the menu and the White House has a vegetable garden, sometimes the reality looks more like this. This monument to greasy gluttony is called the Heart Attack Grill. It's a sort of hospital-themed Hooters located in Chandler, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix.
We have full sugar Mexican Coke.
Let's get your arms in over here.
Oh my God.
Every customer must wear a hospital gown.
I'm dying.
And they are waited on by scantily clad nurses. Still, it's what's on.
I'm so sorry. This might be like a soy thing, okay? Prepare yourself for the soy. I think that the fucking like Hooters, what are the other ones? There's some in, I don't know if this is like a national thing, but there's a couple in Houston called Bombshells. What are the other ones? I know Twin Peaks, you know, like the scantily clad waitress restaurant chains are the cringiest. I'm sorry, the cringiest fucking concept. I went to a listen, I went to a Twin Peaks one time, my first year of college, because I had a friend, it was his I think it was 19th, maybe 20th birthday or some shit like that. And he wanted to go to Twin Peaks. And I said, "You know what, buddy? We can go to Twin Peaks. All right? I'm buying. It's your birthday. You deserve it." I felt awkward the entire fucking time because, like, they're supposed to, like, you know, lightly flirt with you, and, you know, they're usually hot, and I don't want to flirt with someone who is being paid to flirt with me. I just don't want to fucking do it, right? I can be normal, but it's just like weird, the dynamic, all right? The dynamic is super, super uncomfortable for me. I just don't like that idea, you know? The only thing cringier than going to Hooters for the hot girls, you know, who are probably in fucking high school, by the way, fucking creeps. The only thing cringier than that is saying, I don't go to Hooters for the waitresses. I go to Hooters for the wings. Bro, unalive yourself. Jesus. In a video game, obviously. But I have heard people say that so many fucking times that it is the biggest fucking cope in the entire world. When there are places like Wingstop out there that are fast food chains that are in every single fucking tiny town in America, all right, or you can get your wings in 15 minutes and take it home with you and stuff your fat fucking face with greasy ass fucking chicken breast, pretending that it's fucking wings in the fucking privacy of your own home. And the wings are better. The cringiest is when dads go to Hooters with their sons. For my older brothers, okay, story time. For my older brother's 16th birthday, he wanted to go to Hooters, and my mom was super against it, but my dad said he's 16 and it's like a big birthday for him. We can do it for one day. Mind you, I grew up in a super Christian household. When I say super Christian, I don't mean like they were like fundamentalists, but like my dad was literally a pastor, okay, of the Methodist Church. So it's not like we were going to Hooters and drinking. Like I never saw my parents drink, so we were like a little bit sheltered. All right. So going to Hooters was like a big fucking like deal. It was not something that we did. And we get there, man, that was the worst restaurant experience of my entire fucking life. We were all the same way that I was at the Twin Peaks, where like it was like, we know that they're paid to flirt with us, right? This is a family going into fucking Hooters. I'm like fucking, how old would I have been? Like 13, 14 years old, right? So like, I barely knew how to talk to a fucking girl at that time, right? And there are like 40 fucking big titty, fake tits, big titty girls surrounding this table, ushing and gushing over my 16-year-old brother. Just the fucking weirdest fucking restaurant experience of your life. Never go to fucking Hooters. Never go to fucking Twin Peaks. It is just it's not a good eating experience. And then my fucking pastor dad and pastor's wife mom were sitting there like this, like, well, internally they were sitting there like that. They were this is fine. This is fine the entire time, man. That was so fucking horrible. And my little brother was completely oblivious to why everything was like, everyone was uncomfortable. By the way, ICC ruled that Hamas leaders ordered genocide on Jews. Yo, link me that, because my understanding on the Israel stuff is that they did not charge anyone with genocide. But if you have a link.
On the menu that gets most of the attention, the single, double, triple, or quadruple bypass burger. Oh, and they do have fries called flatliner fries, fried in lard, and those are unlimited. To wash it all down, how about a...
Wait, I thought that there were like health regulations in the US. Why doesn't McDonald's fry with animal fat? I thought there was like some legislation that passed. Using beef tallow, giving them extra flavor, making them extra crisp, but they stopped doing that years ago. Something home cooks can still do. When a motivated millionaire pressured them to switch to... Oh, okay. I thought that it was a legislation thing. Interesting.
A butterfat shake. The restaurant has become a bit of a national sensation.
I'm up another few inches. Who
in no small part thanks to this very big man, Blair River, the so-called spokesmodel of the Heart Attack Grill.
Hold on. Is this going to end with this guy? Is this guy going to die? What did they say his name was? Hold
on. Blair River, the so...
Blair River. I just want to see. Heart Attack Grill. Oh, he died. Dies at 29? This motherfucker's only 29 years old? Oh, and he's fucking stupid tall, so of course he has a fucking crazy high mortality, like, risk. Jesus Christ. 29 years old.
Called spokesmodel of the Heart Attack Grill, featured in a series of tongue-in-cheek commercials that have gone viral.
I'm at 570 pounds, 6'8". Yeah, so.
We met.
Like, if you're 6'8", like, people who are like, I don't know what, like, where it starts tapering off your life expectancy, but like, I'm 6'1". I don't think I'm in the at-risk group, but like people who are like 6'5" and up, I think, like, are prone to like so many fucking debilitating fucking health issues. Like, imagine being 6'8", already being at risk for all of those like fucking joint issues, for all of those, you know, like all of those different health issues. And then like, I'm also going to be fucking 600 pounds. Like,
Blair in January. Back then, he told us one of the perks of the job is eating free. Anyone who is over 350 pounds doesn't have to pay.
I'm big, you know what I mean? And so why not? But I don't eat here every day, so why not have fun with it and go with it as long as I can?
Sadly, we now know how long that was. Blair died last week at the age of 29. His family says the cause of death was pneumonia. The CDC says every year, 112,000 deaths can...
I don't think it was the cheaper aspect of it, because it might have changed. Like, it might have been cheaper to use beef tallow, and now it's cheaper to use vegetable oil, but like, it was like a big deal. I just know about this for some reason. And like, all of the fast food chains switched from frying in animal fat to vegetable oil.
Can be linked to obesity. When your spokesperson drops dead at the age of 29, and he's morbidly obese by anybody's estimation, don't you have a problem?
Absolutely. Who wouldn't?
John Basso owns the Heart Attack Grill. As part of the act, he dresses up like a doctor.
Every single person cared about Blair. Had he have been thinner, he most probably would have survived that pneumonia. And that's a hard fact that I'm not here to deny.
There's an argument to be made that you used this guy during his life.
You know what? This guy's like giga chatting through like probably the worst PR that a restaurant could get. Like, your restaurant is linked both directly and indirectly to the death of your spokesman because your food is so fucking unhealthy that it killed him. Like, and he's just giga chatting through it. He's like, yeah, I mean, if he wasn't so fat, he probably would survive, but he wasn't, he wasn't thinner. So I guess them's the breaks. Like, bro, Jesus Christ.
And that now you are very morbidly using his death to continue to promote your restaurant.
I absolutely agree. And in a very sick way, his death has gotten the message out further.
So this man's death has not given you pause at all?
Zero pause.
For a man...
Bro, I actually respect the fuck out of that. It's extremely Machiavellian. It's extremely self-serving. But make no bones about it. There are no bones, only fat. Where this guy's coming from, and he knows that, and he's like, yeah, sorry, guy shouldn't have been so fat. That sucks. I like him. But like, he was fat. I made him fat. Shouldn't have kept coming here.
Man who is making an awful lot of money serving up artery-clogging burgers, Basso has a most unusual justification that America needs shock therapy to cure its obesity epidemic. He says he tried other messages. He once owned a chain of Jenny Craig weight loss centers and several personal training studios.
I hope that every single person out there comes in and buys a hamburger and a t-shirt from me. But you know what? I am saying loudly and as clearly as any business in America can, this is dangerous.
Oh, he's using it as a marketing tool.
I mean, no notes. No notes. He doesn't even seem like he knows he's being a motherfucker. He knows that it's like, it's negative publicity, but he's fucking giga chatting through it. And like, if he was like squeamish about it, or if he was just like, I don't know, like there's something about it. I can't help but respect the fuck out of it.
Cool. I mean, the word that just leaps to mind is hypocrisy.
You won't be surprised to hear real nutritionists take issue with this fake doctor and argue he's laughing all the way to the bank.
I think there are real ethical issues in what he's doing. If he believed that diet had nothing to do with health and was selling those foods, then at least you could think, well, okay, he's misinformed. But he knows what he's doing. He's deliberately trying to get people to eat more than they need.
Blair, you say, was also your friend in addition to working with you.
I loved working with him.
Do you have a conscience at all?
My conscience is simply this. What would Blair, hovering above me, want me to do right now? And Blair would say this, put back on the stethoscope. Let's keep being the doctor.
Okay, now, okay. He's losing me a little bit here. At this point, now he's losing me. He could have just, like, 1 second. Let's go back. Let's analyze for a second.
Blair, you say, was also your friend in addition to working with you.
I loved working with him.
Do you have a conscience at all?
Do I have a conscience? Yes, I do have a conscience. But this is business, baby. I have a restaurant to sell burgers out of. If he had just said that, that would have been, man, I would have fucking kissed the ground at this man's feet. Jesus, that would have been the Giga Chat answer. This is the Weasley shit that I was talking about here. All right. I mean, it's still Giga Chad. He is Giga Chatting through it, but this is way slimier. Before, he was like, yeah, shouldn't have been fat, dude.
My conscience is simply this. What would Blair, hovering above me, want me to do right now? And Blair would say this, put back on the stethoscope.
Moist
Let's
sack.
keep being
Link
the
it.
doctor that everyone loves to hate, because that really gets the message out.
To keep delivering that message, a week after Blair's untimely death, the Heart Attack Grill has another spokesmodel.
Oh no. They're dropping like flies. Please tell me. Oh my fucking God. If this motherfucker dies too, and they interview him a second time, bro. Buddy, even as a ghost, there's no way that guy would hover. Oh man. Fucking true though. Here it is. Thank you.
At most rest.
Okay, we'll put that right next to the tab we're watching.
Ernie Hart. Yes, that's his real last name. And yes, he is chowing down on a quadruple bypass.
Even though my cardiologist and...
You know that, like, at the point that this guy is at, you know he probably has, like, cancer and doesn't want anyone to know. He knows, you know what? I got like 3 years to live. Fuck it. I'm getting fat. I'm eating everything in fucking sight. Nothing's going to stop me. All gas, no brakes. No rules. Just right. Burgers for every meal. That's got to be like the thought process, right? Like you don't watch a motherfucker die after eating at a restaurant. And then, like, he dies because he's fat, and then you become the spokesman, and you're also fat, and you're getting quadruple bypass burgers. You know this motherfucker knows what he's in for, dude.
My wife tell me not to come, and after surviving a coma and multiple heart surgeries, I still come. I enjoy the burgers.
Ernie was actually the spokesperson before Blair, but had to take a few months off after open heart surgery.
Baby, that's the taste that's worth dying for.
Now Blair is dead.
This is like the fat version of like bug chasing. Right? This is like bug chasers, they want to like catch as many like STDs as possible. It's their fetish, right? Like this must be like the fat equivalent of that, right? Like I want to get so fat that I fucking die. It's got like there has to be like there's something psychosexual. Like I refuse to believe that like they're unaware. Yes, this is slow motion suicide.
And Ernie's back. The fact that you stuffed him full of burgers for free.
How tall is this motherfucker? I'm sorry, did y'all see that? Did y'all see what I just saw? How tall is this guy? I'm getting mogged through the fucking YouTube screen. Jesus Christ.
Ernie's back. The fact that you stuffed him full of burgers for free as often as he wanted, what share of the responsibility do you have for his death?
The equal share with anybody who provided junk food to anybody.
Aren't you glorifying obesity, which obviously kills?
Absolutely. I think it would be immoral to stop at this point.
Explain that to me.
We're past the point of no return at the Heart Attack Grill.
I'm genuinely shocked. I'm genuinely fucking shocked. Hold on. Roll it back. No fucking shot he said that.
Who provided junk food to anybody.
Aren't you glorifying obesity, which obviously kills?
Absolutely. I think it would be immoral to stop at this point.
It would be immoral to stop. I might, yeah. I have equal culpability in killing the guy that I had in my commercials. Yes, I did. But you know what? I only look forward. I may not be obese, but I do have a medical condition. My neck will not allow me to look backwards. I can only look at the road ahead of me. And the road ahead of me looks like gold paved sidewalks leading up to my multi-million-dollar mansion and a bunch of tombstones all along the way. Really, really big tombstones with really, really wide plots for those caskets.
Explain that to me.
We're past the point of no return at the Heart Attack Grill. We have blood on our hands at this point.
The doctor is taking his act on the road, opening a second restaurant in Dallas this summer to spread his...
Bro, they're in Dallas? Bro. 1 second. Let me just text my girlfriend. Hey, when we go to Dallas next, we are eating at the it's not the Suicide Grill, it's the Heart Attack Grill. Heart Attack Grill. Yes, and Bones will be there too, and then it's just a suicide pact between me, my girlfriend, and Bones. We're all going to eat the burgers, and then we're all going to fucking like keel over right there. I'll live stream it.
His morbid message to an even bigger audience. I'm Ryan Owens for Nightline in Chandler, Arizona.
That's fucking crazy. Part 2, Heart Attack Grill, Monument to Greasy Gluttony. Let's see here. I wish I could be like the good streamers whose OBS will automatically correctly size their pop-up window. God, that would be just like great, right? There we go. All right, everyone. Prepare your balls.
Restaurants having...
Hold on, I need to take a big old rip off of this before we dive into this more. Okay, guys. Where I do too. Oh fuck, that's the good dank. You want to try my new border? Let me look at it. That's so industrial. I don't know. Chat, what do you think? Yay or nay compared to the current version of the border for the camera? Why not like purple and teal, but like instead of there being like, why not just have it like a solid color on top and then the other color on bottom and then black on the sides? Both are girly colors. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Like diagonal cut purple this way, and then it's black going down, diagonal cut blue going that way, diagonal cut black going up here. Something like that. Looks dated into industrial. Yeah, I'm not an industrial kind of guy, you know?
3 customers suffer heart attacks after eating at the establishment would be a source of great concern and shame. Something
I just realized that I'm at the point of being high where I start and I have to fight against it. For some reason, when I get really high, I have like a Norm Macdonald voice in cadence, and I don't know if I started doing a Norm Macdonald impression when I was high one time, and it just like psycho, you know, like something in my brain just like connected that, and now it's an involuntary thing. But if I do that, call me out on it, okay?
to be minimized. At most restaurants, having 3 customers suffer heart attacks after eating at the establishment would be a source of great concern and shame, something to be minimized and explained away. But not at one spot, where they actually...
No metal texture, just plain, like almost like gamer, like the... You know what? I used to... Actually, I don't even know if it's changed. What is, like, Destiny's old camera frame was like super fucking cool to me. I don't know if he's changed it. Let me see. Does he even have a camera frame?
Didn't get away with it.
Oh, hold on. That's... He doesn't even have a camera frame anymore. Huh. The old Destiny like camera frame was like pretty cool. And I still want one. All right. Restarting. Watching. I might be at the point where I am too high to stream. So we're going to try and make it through this video. And then if I'm still too high, at that point, we will end the stream. It will be an end of stream time if that's what happens.
At
Probably
most restaurants, having 3 customers suffer heart attacks after eating at the establishment
3
would be a source of great concern. And
wait, we skipped over a whole ass news story. What happened to number 2? We're on 3?
Shame, something to be minimized and explained away. But not at one spot, where they actually promote how unhealthy it is, offering free meals to its most obese patrons, and even celebrating a death on the premises. It's aptly named the Heart Attack Grill. We sent ABC's Ryan Owens to check out their new digs in none other than Sin City.
In a country where calories are posted like warnings on restaurant menus, where unhealthy school lunches are under fire, and where our First Lady has a vegetable garden, there is an alternative reality. And it looks like this. This monument to greasy gluttony...
Almost there.
Almost done with this single bypass.
...is called the Heart Attack Grill. It's a defiant throwback to a pre-health obsessed...
I'm sorry. Hey guys. Now maybe I'm just a massive fucking pussy, all right, who can't handle like gross things. But let me tell you guys something. When I eat a steak, I get it medium. And if I see a little bit of red when I'm eating a steak, that's totally fine. But when a burger is bleeding like this into...
It's a defiant throwback to a pre-health obsession.
That shit's fucking disgusting, bro. Can I like pause it on the...
It's a
That's fucking disgusting. That can't even, like, that can't add good flavor. Just cook your fucking meat, dude.
defiant throwback to a pre-health obsessed America.
Do they have the dead guy's image still up in the fucking restaurant?
Back to a pre-health obsessed.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. They're using the likeness of a man that they admit to having a hand in the death of. There's just no way. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Do you think that she feels any remorse? Or do you think, like, how many people do you think, I wonder what the work environment was like after that. You know, they said that they all loved this guy. He was like all their friend. Like, can you imagine the work environment afterwards? Like, the fucking ruthless business owner, like, listen, hey, you know what? Yeah, it really sucks that he died. And I really did like him as a person. You know, like, he just shouldn't have been that fat. You know, like, can you imagine, like, the reality setting in for like a 19-year-old fucking waitress at this restaurant? Like, bro, I might be involved in like a future murder case. Like, they don't give a fuck, bro. It's gotta be. Oh wait, hold on. Let me respond to this. All right, here we go. I'm sorry. I still just like literally cannot believe that they still have like his fucking picture up in the fucking restaurant, and they admit that they had a hand in his death, and he came off as a fucking Machiavellian fucking sociopath, and he has the fucking picture still up. Jesus, no fucking way.
A kind of hospital-themed Hooters located where else? Sin City. But as you're about to find out, eater...
Also, like, if I go to this place, I don't want this. I don't want the fucking medical gown. That's embarrassing. I can't imagine. I know that there are some restaurants, like I think Dick's Last Resort, the one where they insult the fuck out of you. Like they'll like put shit on you, right? Like they'll like make a hat and then tape it to your fucking head. Like when I go to a restaurant, I'm not going to lie to you folks. All right. I'm a simple man. I expect to sit down and have a conversation with the people that I'm with, have the waiter or waitress come up to me, say hello, maybe give me, you know, some options, or just fucking take my order and then leave me alone and only come over like to like, you guys good? You guys need anything? Any refills? No. Any drinks? No. All right, cool. And leave for like at least another fucking 15 minutes. I don't get the interactive restaurants. At least it keeps your clothes clean. I mean, it does that. But there are like these like gross ass restaurants that will give you bibs and hats and shit like that. And I don't want to get into costume to eat at a restaurant. That's embarrassing as fuck. I cannot imagine a more embarrassing restaurant experience. There are a million humiliations that I would suffer before doing that. That's just me, though. This except good. Hold on, I need to do this, this, and then this. That except good, and with, like, I would say 10% wider borders. Like, that's almost a good size. But like, Yeah, like 10% larger on the border and then like have the name on the bottom. Just so people know what I'm talking about, so I'm not looking like a complete fucking lunatic. Okay.
Beware. This restaurant can literally be...
That's the whole point of people going there? Like Dick's Last Resort? Listen. I understand that. I'm saying I don't understand them. I don't understand desiring that. Like, the concept is kind of funny, right? The waiter, you know, it's usually the customer is always right, you know. It's really funny when the tables are flipped and you know, this waiter's actually rude. Yeah, I understand the concept, but I don't understand the concept of like being a human being in the real world who wants to go to a restaurant and participate in their meal like that. Because I'm normal and I want to just like go to a restaurant, eat nice food, maybe have a drink or two, glass of wine, and converse with the people I wanted to go there with. You don't want to get spanked by nurses? Listen, after the fucking 4 days in the hospital, the last people that I want to be around are fucking nurses, okay? I might fly into a fucking blood rage if I see someone in a nurse's outfit near me. Scrubs? It's on sight. Yeah, I just want to eat in peace. I just want to eat in peace. I don't think that that's a fucking crazy take, you know? Look, nurses are hot. Nurses are crazy bones. Nurses are fucking crazy. I have met maybe 2 sane nurses in my entire fucking life. How about dinner and a show? If it's like a dinner theater or like one of those like movies that you go to where they serve you dinner, sure. That's fine. I don't want to like, I want to go in and be left alone is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I want to go to a restaurant. I want to order my fucking food, and then I want them to leave me the fuck alone. Unless I want something else. And then I want them to come up, take my order again, and then leave me the fuck alone. I did a nursing major. That tells you everything you need to know. Dated a nursing major. Because nurses are fucking insane. I'm sorry. Like, there's a stereotype about it, but it's also fucking true. And it gets, like, I think that, and now my selection bias here is, or my selection for, you know, my personal knowledge here is pretty low on, like, dental nurses. I've known 2. Bro, they were both like the craziest fucking bitches I've ever, like, just like the messiest fucking lives you've ever fucking seen. All right? But they're also insanely hot. And that's where they trick you, okay? That's where they trick you. You can't fall for it, Bones. You can't fall for it. It's like going for fuck, I'm high. I cannot remember the example I was going to give. Fuck me.
Hospital-themed Hooters, located where else? Sin City. But as you're about to find out, eater beware. This restaurant can literally be hazardous to your heart. Remarkably, the owner says it's all done in the name of promoting good health.
One among us has...
What in the fuck was that?
Done in the name of promoting good health.
It's just chilly. It's just chilly. Bro. I'm gonna fucking yarf right here, right now. That is the nastiest looking. Also, how the fuck do you fit that much food in you? Like, I'm a fat ass. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll sit down, I'll smoke some weed, I'll fucking open a family-sized bag of fucking Doritos, eat the entire thing, and then feel like shit for, like, you know, the rest of the night. All right? I'm a simple man. All right? But even that is like half of that. Once you like chew it, right? And it goes into your stomach, it's like half of that volume. That's fucking crazy. The only way that you could make this burger, acceptable is reduce one of the patties and then replace the chili with fucking chorizo, bro.
Health.
One among us has to tell the truth, and that's what we're doing here.
Right, ladies?
The Heart Attack Grill prides its...
The fucking... This is like a feeder's restaurant, right? Dude, no fucking way. One of the nurses is a fucking midget, dude. It's... My side actually fucking hurts from laughing. They're gonna talk about her later. How could you not? Sorry, how could, no pun intended, how could you avoid the elephant in the room? Amongst all the other actual elephants. I can't fucking, I'm gonna get canceled because this is not something that I should watch in this state. I'm sorry. It's just not something I should do.
On pushing limits, along with belt sizes.
It's a modern P.T. Barnum freak show. There's going to be someone in the back who's like 5,000 pounds. They're going to be shoving like... like normally they just like shove a broadsword down their throat, but this guy's got like a fucking Zweihander, fucking 500 pounds on a fucking medical bed. There's gonna be some like super flexible person who like they have like a sign hanging around their head like not able to, or like vegetarian or some shit, Jesus Christ.
Diners must wear hospital gowns. People 350 pounds plus eat free.
No, that's how they fucking check? You don't have to like take a you have to do it in public? It's a restaurant for people with a humiliation fetish. I'm fucking telling you. It's a fucking humiliation fetish like machine. Dwarf is the acceptable one. You said the bad one? Wait, what did I say? I mean, the dwarf is like the acceptable one in the restaurant because they're fucking probably a healthy fucking BMI. Like, it's probably harder for them to maintain like a reasonable BMI because they're, 3'5". But like, she's able to do it and these motherfuckers ain't. Like, yeah, she is. Oh, I did say midget. I understand. Yes. Well, listen, I've heard people fucking like the same with like Native American, whether that is offensive or not, or if it's like First Nations people or whatever the fuck, like, and then they like said like, actually, no, you know what? This is getting too complicated. Native American is fine. And then people on Twitter were fighting about it. It's like that. Okay. The exact same way I've heard people argue about like little person versus dwarf versus midget versus, small person. At a certain point, I'm just going to default to what comes naturally. All right. Dwarf is ridiculous. This isn't Lord of the Rings. I think dwarf is the coolest one. Maybe it's ridiculous, but it's the coolest.
Their flatliner fries cooked in lard are unlimited. Thirsty? Try the...
Bro, the fries are unlimited? Dude, I'm pretty low tolerance for getting high. I'm going to tell you, before I go to this place next time in Dallas, bro, I'm going to do like the fucking, what do you call it? The wax shit. All right. I'm going to go like full hog, like 6,000 fucking like milligrams of fucking THC in 0.2 seconds. All right. Because I want to sit there. I want to eat fucking fries until they kick me out. I want to sit there and eat fries until they fucking kick me out, or until I explode like that one Monty Python scene. Wait, you guys, the wafer thin mint. But it is only wafer thin.
Finally, monsieur, a waffle.
What is this audio quality?
Here's a little number I tossed off recently in the Caribbean.
There we go. Wait.
One. Oh, just one. Just the one. Yeah. Voila.
Shove it in there.
Bon appetit.
The straw that broke the camel's back, guys. Back when comedy was comedy. Am I right, folks? Now we can't even say midget without people being mad at me in chat.
Fries cooked in lard are unlimited. Thirsty? Try the all butterfat shake. Or maybe a shot of vodka.
Wait, I'm sorry. The what?
Flatliner fries cooked in lard are unlimited. Thirsty? Try the all butterfat shake.
Is it just a butter flavored smoothie?
Or maybe a shot of vodka.
That's so cruel. That's so fucked up, dude. That's fucking unacceptable, man. That's beyond the fucking pale. I can't get behind this, dude. This is fucked up. Okay, this is too fucking much for me. Okay, it can't be fucking real. This is a fucking sketch. This is sketch fucking comedy, dude. There's no fucking way. It's so fucking stupid.
Served in a prescription pill bottle. And new to this menu, a burger with 8 patties, almost 20,000 calories. That's
there's like a certain point where your body just rejects the amount of fat and calories that you've ingested, right? Like if you were to eat like 20,000 calories in a day, like it would like just stop digesting, right? Would it just like take longer for your stomach and intestines to digest that amount of food than it would to pass it? Like relevant? It goddamn better be. Oh man, I swear to God, do you just shit it all out? I feel like I heard something about something like that a couple of years ago, that like at a certain point, the amount of calories that you consume can just like absolutely just like cap. Like there's a only so much energy that your body can produce to digest food. So if you eat enough food, like in a given time period that your body literally can't metabolize it, I would assume like maybe, yeah, you do just shit it all out. But I feel like there's like something else. But I do not remember right now. Oh my fucking God. You can see it expanding in real time. No.
Oh, yeah.
It can't be fucking real. Ugh. That's not okay. That's the literal worst. That is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That's gonna stick with me. And I hate you for it. Also, why no adventurous debate this past weekend? Big hole in wall. There is no wall, actually. That's one reason. Another reason is felt like absolute fucking dog shit because of the surgery, so I had to dip. That's a tumor, right? So glad I joined the stream for the first time in forever just to see that. Oh, hey, how's it going, Cly? Man, all these people are popping into chat all at the same time, right as I'm like probably at the limit of being high on stream. Probably too high on stream right now. Which is why we're not doing, serious topics, and instead we're disgusted by fat people. Why is this stream late? Because there were people tearing my wall out. And then I had to cover it up so that in the unlikely event that one of our cats sneaks up here, they don't fall down 3 stories and die. Can I link a Five Nights at Freddy video? You know what? Maybe. Been in and out of specialists and new meds? I'm sorry to hear that, man.
That's the equivalent of nearly 40 Big Macs.
Bro, that was kind of cool.
And if you don't finish your meal, you get spanked by a nurse.
What?
She's not exactly...
I would rather taste lead at the end of a fucking 12-gauge shotgun than subject myself to whatever the fuck this is. I'm sorry. Hey, Bones, cancel the fucking trip. This is just not something I'm gonna do. I don't think I could. I couldn't even do this for fucking content, man. I'm actually revolted a little bit. One second, let me do something. Save image to downloads. And then let's go here and here. And then let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get our new sleek. Oh man. That's hard to see. Maybe we need to oh no, that's kind of slick. That's kind of slick. Okay. Okay, that's kind of slick. All right. I can get behind it. Okay, and then I need to just like that. Is that correct? All right. I think that our new little thingy here is working kind of good. All right, cool. Did your kick chat break? What do you mean it broke? Oh, I guess on the overlay it did. Here, let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Refresh cache. There we go. Test that out. There we go.
A real RN, but her spankings are real hard. The restaurant and all of its repulsive excess seems right at home among the tourist traps in downtown Las Vegas.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like this imagine giving someone money to subject yourself to this. I didn't know you get high. I try to fuck, I'm high, so it's hard to explain. I usually try to like space out the times where I get high because I had a big stoner phase a couple of months ago. And I need to, chill the fuck out. But one of the medicines that I'm on for the kidney stone stuff, causes the worst insomnia I've ever had. So I've had to be high literally every single night since I figured out that it was the medication doing that, so I can go to sleep. But right now I'm doing it for fun because this is a late stream. No rules, just right.
Its owner, perhaps the ultimate Vegas showman.
Are you going to finish your burger next time?
Yeah, I'm trying. Is John Basso. As part of his act, he likes to be called Dr. John.
Now breathe in for me.
Dr. John has become something of a superstar in the fast food world. In his trademark over-the-top...
I'm so sorry. Did I just see a Guinness World Record in the background there? For what? Most directly linked deaths to one restaurant chain? Highest mortality per capita? You can just buy Guinness records nowadays. You have to think up something stupid to get in there. Didn't they, there's several world records that they got rid of because of the, people were like abusing the fuck out of it. Like the shortest concert ever. And then people were like, oh, I'll go out and I'll play one note. Oh, I'll go out and then I'll just walk off stage. And like, it just was a stupid thing to continue issuing the world records. God, I can't fucking speak right now, guys. This is the fucking worst. Most lard consumed by humans in one day. I was about to say something really bad.
Star in the fast food world. In his trademark over-the-top way, he depicts himself as Jesus Christ at the Last Supper, dining with the industry's other giants.
Now let's send this on out.
He's certainly come a long way since I first met him almost 3 years ago at his first Heart Attack Grill outside Phoenix, Arizona. Back then, the restaurant was under fire after its nearly 600-pound spokesman, Blair Rivers, died of obesity-related issues. He was just 29. There's an argument to be made that...
I can't believe... When 10 years ago, I can't believe that there's a 29-year-old rocking this do. That's why I thought he was older, dude. That's why I thought he was older. Like, what man under 40 is rocking this do? Especially under 30. Come on. I've taken a Delta 8 once, but it was bad, so I don't plan on trying drugs again unless it's a medical need. I mean, like, your first experience with a drug can be, like, pretty rough. I shouldn't tell this story on stream. No, I'm not going to tell that story on stream. There are some people that like have a bad reaction to like weed one time and then they'll never touch it again, or like shrooms one time and then they'll never touch it again. I've never had a bad experience on weed, and I'm not gonna lie. Like when I was high on, when I was fucking tripping balls on like 4 grams of shrooms, I was having a bad trip, but I liked it. So good trip, bad trip. I was vibing either way. Now that you get high, do you consider trying out the Joe Rogan or Lex Friedman shows? I like how the implication is like, okay, now that you've, intentionally lowered your IQ by a standard deviation, do you think that now you'd be like interested in watching Joe Rogan? Like, what is the implication? Why? Because they smoke weed? I don't know anything about Lex Friedman. It's just they're not having conversations that I think are interesting.
Rivers died of obesity-related issues. He was just 29. There's an argument to be made that you used this guy during his life, and that now you are very morbidly using his death to continue to promote your restaurant.
I absolutely agree. And in a very sick way, his death has gotten the message out further.
So this man's death has not given you pause at all?
Zero pause.
You guys, we are actually rolling now. Actually rolling.
Dr. John's Vegas location...
Bro, what a bitch-made move for the editors to include that in this segment. Oh, what a pussy. That's like the, fuck, there was Do y'all fuck? I'm about to do some autistic fucking Twitch poll callback. Do y'all remember the debate with Lauren Southern and Dingleberry? What's his name? He has the dog logo. The Surfs, and like he just gets fucking schooled the entire debate, and then at the very end, right as they're about to disconnect, he like brings up Lauren Southern's past, like out of fucking nowhere, to say that he won. Because at least he's not a Nazi. Like this is the editing equivalent of that.
Has not given you pause at all.
Zero pause.
You guys, we are actually rolling now. Actually rolling.
Dr. John's
I'm just gonna throw in this outtake where he's screaming at people. You know what? Just because he's an asshole. Just because, you know it, and you know what? He is an asshole. But like, I respect the asshole. All right, I respect the grind. All right. Grinding your business ahead with the bodies of obese people between the grindstones. Jesus.
Vegas location is double the size of his old place.
Wait, did you see that they dug up the mass graves? He was talking about nothing. When you said mass graves, bro, I thought you were talking about the dead fat dude. I did see that antenna cactus. Do I plan on having children? That is a deep question. Wow. All right, we're at that in the middle of the burger segment. That's where we're going with this. Right now, the only thing that I can think about is just like starving myself and never eating again.
In Arizona, and his in-house fatality rate, it hasn't slowed a bit.
How many people have actually had heart attacks in the room that we're sitting in?
In the room that we're sitting in, we've had 3 heart attacks.
And
there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. He's making it up. He's making it up. He's making it up. He's making it up. It's a lie. Can eating food cause Can eating fatty foods cause immediate heart attack? Can a fatty meal trigger a heart attack? Oh, it's possible. Uh-oh. Yeah, I knew that the searches were going to get fucked because of can eating fatty foods cause a heart attack? Of course they can. But immediate? Fuck.
1. Sitting in, we've had 3 heart attacks.
And how many people have died?
1. Now, I would like to say that...
But before we continue, I just need to lay out a couple of facts. All right? Let me just, before you cast judgment, all right, remember, I'm running a business here and I need to make money, all right? And so, like, if they die here, that's kind of free advertising. Like, what is the qualifier he's going to add here?
How many people have died?
1. Now, I would like to say...
It's like you know what I'm so curious about? I wonder if this guy actually has a mental condition. I wonder if he is incapable of lying. And because he is incapable of lying, because he's been so open and fucking honest this entire fucking time, okay? Very candid. For seemingly incomprehensible reasons. Maybe he's incapable of lying, and because of that, he's just developed his entire life a way to spin the truth. Maybe that's his entire thing. He's actually disabled, guys. It's actually bad if we make fun of him.
Heart attacks.
And how many people have died?
1. Now, I would like to say...
I sure hope that very roundabout way of explaining what my thought process was, I hope that made a lick of fucking sense. Because that was like 3 minutes straight of fucking rambling.
That the other 2, I did the grandest of favors for, because they now uniquely and in a very real way understand their own genetic shortcomings.
It's so much. I'm sorry. I'm pausing every 2 seconds. This is the densest fucking stream material I have gone through, I think, in the entirety of my 4 years of streaming. There is so much shit. There is so much shit to unpack here, my guys. This is like we moved and other people put the boxes in the house and we just woke up out of a coma and there's just boxes fucking surrounding us. There's a lot to fucking unpack before we can do anything else. What the fuck did this man just say?
And how many people have died?
1. Now,
I
would like to say that the other 2, I did the grandest of favors for, because
I actually helped. By killing 1, I've helped 2. That is a net utilitarian bonus to the world. How do we arrive at this utilitarian fucking calculus?
They now uniquely and in a very real way understand their own genetic shortcomings.
Egghead here has a point. These people now know that they are fat and that they are so fat that they are having heart attacks triggered by eating food, ironically enough, from a place called the Heart Attack Grill, where the entire thing is a opulent fucking extravaganza of the grossest fucking consumerist fast food setting you could possibly imagine. And also you get to get spanked by fucking, I guess, midget nurses, depending on who you get. And the plot's kind of, I've kind of lost the plot here. I'm sorry, I'm looking into this man's eyes and there is no soul behind those eyes. This man is a money-making fucking machine, and that is it.
Now, the one that I couldn't save was a very dear friend of mine. And I want to tell you something. They'll say it's grotesque.
Is the poor kid be his ashes? I swear to God, if his ashes are in that fucking plastic bag, you know, I don't even have a threat. I don't even have a threat. I don't have a promise. I don't know what I'll do. It'll actually break me.
They'll say, how can you keep the man's cremation here? This man had a family. He had a family. And that family signed over the rights to the remains of the fat fuck who died in his restaurant to the sociopathic owner of said restaurant. I don't know what's more despicable. That the motherfucker died in his restaurant and the guy's family finds the largest fucking crematorium on planet Earth, I guess. Has to get a fucking forklift to put him into the pizza oven, and they get the 60 pounds of fucking ashes back. And they're like, well, we could honor his memory by putting his remains into
probably several urns. And, you know, we all have a little bit of him and we honor him in that way. Or we could dump it into a fucking garbage bag and give it to the guy that fucking killed him. I mean, like, what? Whose idea was this? Did he ask them for it? This is actually genuinely, I refuse to believe it's real at this point. This is a situation that would never happen in the real world.
And I'll tell you something. I am setting the bag on the table. And I challenge any other restaurant to set the bag on the table. I'm talking about a bag of truth, about what's not going to happen.
See, he's incapable of lying. He's literally, a witch cast a curse on him, and he cannot lie. He cannot lie. All he can do is spin because of his inability to lie. Why is this man not run for president? He would beat Trump. He would create a bigger fucking cult than Trump.
If you don't listen to me, this will happen. This was a good man with hopes and dreams who couldn't control his eating habits.
And now he's a bunch of ashes, sand, and bone fragments on the table at my restaurant where he died in a trash bag. This is appalling. This is genuinely disgusting. I can't stop watching. Sondsol, are you in DC now? No, I just had to, like I said, when I said that there was no wall back here, I'm like serious. There's literally like a hole to a dead drop 3 stories down. So I have completely blocked off my wall and I'm kind of experimenting with a little black backdrop here. I thought I'd check it out, see what people thought. With a little bit sleeker, less, 18-year-old design. Okay. Back to this. Oh, 1 second. I have to answer the phone. Hello. Hey fellas, it's 12:21 a.m. where I'm at. We need to speed run this. All right? I have work in 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours. Jesus, I can't even do fucking clock math in my head.
Inside this bag are the remains of yet another spokesman, John Ailman. He ate at the restaurant every day.
But people are actually dying. So that's kind of where the gig has to stop. What do you say?
People are dying. People will continue to die. Can they just stop, pause, and reflect upon the food for thought that I'm selling? It's not hamburgers, it's not t-shirts, it's not french fries. I'm selling you food for thought.
I'm selling you food for thought? I'm selling you food for a cessation of thought? Perhaps a cessation of consciousness.
And a good laugh. Let's all have a good time. But let's really digest it.
It seems a bit far. It seems a bit far, but I have to know what happens next. I cannot turn this off without knowing what happens next.
Let's think a bit, or we're going to end up exactly like my friend in the bag.
Until then, Dr. John is the first to admit heart attacks are part of his business model.
When there are lights and sirens outside and they're bringing some person out on a gurney, you're basically in the back room counting money at that point.
Absolutely. Was that heart attack good for business? Did that heart attack pad my wallet with money? Absolutely. Did I enjoy that? Absolutely. I'm a businessman first and foremost. Let's be clear about something. I'm not.
God, I got it. You can't not respect it. You can't not respect the fucking total sociopathy, the total lack of humanity. You know what? And owning it. At least Most sociopaths try and hide it. This motherfucker's like, yeah. Did I enjoy that guy dying in my restaurant? Fuck yeah. I made a lot of money.
Peddling hamburgers to small children without parental guidance. These are adults purchasing a legal substance from me. I want one and only one thing. I want my message out there loud and clear. I am a believer that when people hear my message, the net health benefit to society is incredibly good.
Has he said what his message is? He's just kind of like referenced his message. Has he said a message yet?
It's true that before he served up artery-clogging, gut-churning meals, he ran fitness clubs and diet centers. But real nutritionists aren't buying a word out of this fake doctor's mouth.
It sounds to me like he's appealing to very base instincts and certainly playing into people's enormous resentment about being told what to eat. If he's making a living and making money doing this, obviously there are people who really respond to this, and he's marketing to them.
Here's the thing. Our restaurant...
Do they weigh everyone that walks in? Or is that just like, I want a free burger, I'm going to get up and embarrass myself? I need to know. I need to know before I make reservations at the nearest fucking heart attack grill and stream the entire thing for y'all's enjoyment. Or just serving a hot cup of butter. Listen, I've been to the rodeo in Houston, Texas. You can order that. Unironically, I don't know why or how people eat this, but they serve sticks of butter deep fried on a stick, and people order it. I don't get that whatsoever. That is some dystopian level shit, dude. At the same time, the overweight normalization movement is retarded. Yeah, you missed the entire first half of stream, brother. That was the entire first half of stream.
Serves bad for you food. Other restaurants serve bad for you food. We're honest, they're not. Plain and simple, if
that's his message, you know what? Fine.
And he's marketing to them.
Here's the thing. Our restaurant serves bad for you food. Other restaurants serve bad for you food. We're honest, they're not. Plain and simple, if everybody collectively got together and told the world all restaurant food is bad for you, then maybe we would save a few lives. Because I don't want to see people dead. Now, if they do die here, I'm not going to lie to you. That's great for business. I'll say it again. Death is great for business at the Heart Attack Grill.
Somehow, in the 3 years since we first met...
I need to save this tab. I need to get in contact with this man. I need him to give me business advice. I need him to be my life coach. Total, pure, Machiavellian fucking lifestyle, 100%. Open about it somehow and getting away with it. I need that in my life. Jesus.
Dr. John has found a way to be even more exploitive. He recently hired a very short nurse who speeds around in a mini ambulance delivering beers.
I have work. I have to finish the video. I can't fucking believe it's real. I can't fucking believe it's real. I thought that she was just going to get interviewed. I thought she was just going to be like, yeah, I feel like maybe he's like explaining me a little bit. And like, I feel like a little bit uncomfortable here, but like, listen, I get paid to like walk people to a table and dress as a nurse. And I'm getting paid big bucks because these people are spending exorbitant fucking amounts of money for like, you know, essentially suicide burgers. Like, I'm doing well here. That's what I expected the interview to go like. This is fucking crazy. Little? Oh shit, what did I say? Fuck. But this is it motorized?
He hired a very short nurse who speeds around in a mini ambulance delivering beers.
Okay, at least it's motorized. No, I can't say it. I'll get in trouble. No, can you imagine if she had to pedal it? And you just saw a little, like sorry. I'm too high to say anything. I'm saying increasingly bad things. But just like the pedaling motion would be funny, right? How's it going, Sam? You're catching me at a bad time. And also at the end of stream.
Come to Hag. Has its perks.
And Mike's my hero.
He also found a new spokesman for the restaurant.
Man. How much you guys want to bet this guy is also fucking 7 foot tall, like 600 pounds already? Like, why are all these motherfuckers so tall? Number one. Also, why the fuck, we saw earlier, there's a lady who's God, when he was in character creation, slid the slider all the way to the right. Her eyes could read 2 pages of a book at once. This guy, he's laser focused. He's got that slider all the way to the left. And like the nose, man, has got to get in the way because those are way too close to the nose. Like we need like 10% on each side. That way.
460-pound Mike Lee just suffered his first heart attack, but he's still alive and chilling.
How you doing on the program, Mike?
Great.
And while people keep dying, the Heart Attack Grill keeps thriving.
We've both doubled in terms of money, in terms of square footage, but we've exponentially grown when you want to talk about extending the message.
Dr. John hopes to continue to grow and expand his morbid message to an even bigger audience, perhaps in a city near you.
Fine, son, keep eating.
I'm Ryan Owens for Nightline in Las Vegas.
How do you follow a masterpiece? How do you describe the vivid colors of a Van Gogh? How do you describe to a deaf man the rich tones of a Mozart piece? How do you follow up the best news story in broadcast history? I have nothing to say. I'm genuinely speechless. And I also have to go to bed. Okay. Did I move? No, not yet. We have a hole in our wall that I've had to reference now like 12 times every time someone asks if I move. But yeah, there's a giant hole in our wall that drops down 3 stories straight. And so I just decided to put up a black backdrop while I was stapling up all the plastic and blankets to keep the heat out. Hey, fuck you, Sam. All right. I actually was planning on watching the Five Nights at Freddy thing to appease you because it's a late stream, but your boy does have work. And 6 hours, exactly. So I need to go to sleep, like, immediately. This is probably the only time that I've ever streamed while high that I've enjoyed it. So thank you guys for slogging through this storied fucking adventure with me. I'm going to text you. Please do. You're still a teacher? No, I had to drop that. And I don't have to explain myself to you. You're just text on a screen. See my meme? It's relevant? Okay, very quick. Ironic punishment division.
So you like donuts, eh? Well, have all the donuts in the world!
More.
I don't understand it. James Coco went mad in 15 minutes.
What's my job now? I'm not telling anyone my job right now. All right? All right. My meme while high? Okay. What meme? I don't even see a link from you. You lied to me. Okay. Love you guys. I need to figure out how to stop. All right, here we are. Love you guys. 30 seconds. Where is it? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't. I cannot watch myself in this state. I will die of cringe. Nighty night.